between 6 and 10 weekday mornings on Kansas City's only FM sports station, 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, buddy.
Live from the studios that brought you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Here's Bob Fescoe and Dusty Likens.
And good morning, Kansas City, wherever you are at, whether you are on your way to work, whether you're on your way to your whatever, or you're ready to go march with the orange. God bless you all on this wonderful Thursday. I am excited. I'm ready to go.
I am fired up too, man. I haven't been this excited about doing something in a very long time.
America.
And it sure seems like from being in downtown Kansas City yesterday, everybody and their brother is going to be part of the Orange March that is going to take place. When does it start? Right around 11 o'clock this morning or there before? They're going to have a little bit of a rally, I guess, beginning at 9:30 at Power and Light, and then everybody's going to kind of saddle up and march to the Liberty Memorial and Fan Fest, and we're all decked out in orange today, rooting for the Netherlands, and I love every minute of everything that's going on with this World Cup. I can't get enough of how much fun that this has been, and really looking forward today. I noticed on Fox 4, all of our friends over there are wearing orange as well. They're a team that's based here in Kansas City. They got their match here tonight, and I feel like everybody's going to be part of this march today. If you saw the Liberty Memorial last night with all the orange, my God, I have no idea what we expect today in a couple of hours.
No, they're ready. That's for sure. It's going to be absolute madness. I told Mac this is the closest you will see what a parade looks like in downtown Kansas City. Hasn't been fortunate to see the Super Bowl or the World Series parades, but I was like, you're going to get a glimpse of what it kind of looked like, because I think it's going to be an absolute madhouse.
Yeah.
I think, it's going to be crazy down there. It's going to be orange. It's going to be fun. It's going to be just wild.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, too, want to participate in something involving the World Cup, and obviously the ticket prices for these games are just, they're outrageous, and nobody can afford to get into these games. So if you want to participate in something, this is one of those opportunities, I think, today to be part of something that truly is special. I mean, the Orange March is incredible. You see it all over the country and where these guys have been and what they've been doing. And to really get to be a part of this, like Spector said last week, he goes, let's be a part of this. I was like, I can't wait. This is so cool. I'm glad you suggested it, that we all be a part. It's the first good idea that guy's ever had. And I'm like, cool, man. Let's go down there and check this thing out. And I was down there yesterday at the Lightwell building. That entire office building is going to the march. Other people were coming in from other office buildings. Yeah, we're probably going to go for the march. A lot of companies downtown did a work from home day, from what I understand as well. So a lot of people, just to prevent them from having to go down there in case they don't want to be part of the walk. But a lot of the people are saying, screw that, we're going to be part of the walk. We want to be part of this thing because it is unique and different. And as I was saying to some folks yesterday, we're never going to see this probably in our lifetime in the United States, let alone in Kansas City probably, ever again. And so this is another one of those opportunities that you get to take advantage of and should take advantage of today. And so if you have the opportunity to get downtown and walk with us and everybody else, let's go, man. Go participate in this today and don't have those regrets years later. Go, man, I wish I would have been in that Orange March.
No regrets, Mac. None. Regrets. Not even a letter.
Never have regrets.
Nope.
Never. Live life regretless.
Yes.
Put that on my tombstone.
No, I know a lot of people taking off work or leaving early. I mean, yeah, this is an event that you should clear your schedule for. This is once in a lifetime.
Man.
This is super cool, man. There's so much history. It's just going to be a Chiefs hype tailgate times a million. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen. It's going to be awesome.
The international tourists, I ran into some from the Netherlands yesterday, and they're just driving around the country, man. Like wherever their team is playing, that's where they're going. They drove in from Houston the other day, and I go, man, that is a long drive. He goes, well, it's America. It's what you do. I'm like, okay, fine. Get behind the windshield of a car and just start driving. And so these guys are bouncing from city to city to city. I said, what's next? He goes, hell if I know. We have to find out where we're going. So we don't know. They're kind of in like that holding pattern right now, and they don't know where they're ultimately going to end up next. And so it's just cool to have the ability. And that, look, that's the difference between Europe and the United States. They go on holiday for 6 weeks at a time. So for everybody to come over here to watch the World Cup, I'm sure a lot of Americans are saying, how do they get all this time off of work? Because they value time off of work. They actually care about having vacations and going on holiday and shutting things down and not worrying about the office, and that's the way we should operate in the United States, quite frankly. And so they're all off. They come over here. They're enjoying their time over here. Everybody I talked to is absolutely loving Kansas City and loving everything that they've seen so far. It's been heartwarming to see all of this, and today should just be a madhouse, man, like a crazy madhouse today.
Got to find Franz Peters.
My name is Franz Peters. It's the only one in the world that follow the national team. 5 times. The first time was in Germany. The second one was in South Africa. Third one was in Brazil. The 4 times was in Qatar. Between that we have also the World Cup ladies. And now we have the 6th World Cup here in America, Canada and Mexico. To make fun and friendly for all the people over all the world. And it's of course only one family. And where we come, everybody is dancing and singing with us. And that's so beautiful to see in the middle from the bus. I say always we are the 12 men behind the team from the Dutch football players. And the 12 men is very important. You must be there also in bad times, but also in good times.
Franz Peters, man.
Let's go.
The famous bus driver.
He's the bus driver.
Yeah,
okay.
he's
22 years.
He's who Rex Hudler's always talking about.
Yeah.
Got to find the guy to drive the bus.
That's
It's
guy.
Franz Peters.
They take it, the double-decker bus, on a naval ship across the Atlantic Sea, wherever you guys been doing this for 22 years.
Oh,
they go
no
to Galveston,
kidding. Yeah.
Texas. That's the port that they go
float.
to. I'm sure it's the nearest port.
Yeah.
And then he drives it up.
And drives
That's what
it up.
He does this for all the female World Cups as well. So every 2 years,
This guy's
he's doing
going and
this.
going and
Yes.
going. Yeah, that's an incredible deal, man. How
awesome.
fun is that to be that guy, right?
It's
to go
sick.
around with this double-decker bus and get the Navy involved as well to get that thing over here,
Netherlands
right?
are guy. Yeah, we'll help you out.
Yeah,
I never
suck
even
it,
thought
Freddie.
We need the bus.
I never even thought about getting the bus over here. That's interesting because I was like, oh, they probably just find one here or something. I didn't even.
Simone and I did a little deep dive at dinner last night because we're like, well, how did they get the bus? Because she was like, no way. And I was like, no, dude, he's here. He's with the bus.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I just
happen.
thought. I guess I didn't think. I didn't have any kind of thought process whatsoever on how the bus gets here, and that's pretty cool to hear that story. I just figured they picked up a double-decker bus in Chicago or something.
It's the same bus. Got to have his bus.
Yeah, that is really awesome.
Think
man.
of the streets those tires have seen.
Well,
Seriously, man.
let me be honest with you, and I'm going to say something here, and Ralph, you're going to get pissed off. We're putting your bus on a Navy ship and going to a Chiefs game in Europe sometime.
Hell yes. Hell yeah.
How much fun would that be? Loading
That
up
would
Ralph's
be-
bus on a ship and going over and meeting
That's
it in
legendary.
Germany, right?
Legendary.
We've got to find a way to do that.
I was going to say, this is.
Do we have this guy's number for his naval ship contact?
Yeah. Talk to Franz today. We're going to try and find him.
Yeah, we're going to try to find Franz today.
Needle in a haystack, I would imagine, on that one today.
Well,
But-
he's in the big
Find the
bus.
bus.
We can find
Yeah.
the bus. Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
He'll be at the front in the bus.
Kind of the opposite of a needle in a haystack.
He's
Getting to Franz may be a little
getting
difficult.
to Franz
Yes.
will be hard. Yes, that will be
Getting,
difficult.
hey, there's the bus over there, but
3 million people.
He
in
looks
there.
like the Netherlands version of Mitch Holtis.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he does. He gives that. Yeah, he's definitely got an encyclopedia of knowledge.
For sure. Yeah, it's going to be a great day. And I can't honestly wait for that to happen. Somebody says, given the chance, which event sells out first? Messi versus Ronaldo at Arrowhead or
Yes.
Kelsey Swift wedding at Arrowhead?
Oh, yeah, Kelsey Swift wedding at Arrowhead probably. But it looks like that one's going to be at Madison Square Garden now. I mean, did you see the report by Pro Football Talk deep diving into this thing? See, people get mad at the media when they start to uncover stuff, right? But when you keep stuff quiet, people really want to uncover it. It's just human nature. We're all very nosy about that kind of stuff. And so the more that they've done a job of keeping that wedding stuff quiet, guys, the more that people are kind of digging around. And this is from Pro Football Talk early this morning. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift will be tying the knot at Madison Square Garden. The New York Times reports that Swift has rented the iconic sports arena for July 2nd through July 4th. Per the report, a 100-person gathering is planned on the Garden on July 2nd, and then on July 3rd, roughly 1,000 people will be there. The Times also reports that a permit was filed with New York City to close the streets around Madison Square Garden from July 2nd to midday July 4th. Also, several members of the Chiefs have booked hotel rooms at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square around July 3rd. I got on the Bonvoy app this morning and looked at that hotel right now. Expensive
Yeah,
right
I
now.
bet.
Now, it is 4th of July in New York, and the fireworks are beautiful, and everybody wants to see all that. but the Taylor Swift wedding and all the Chiefs are staying allegedly at the Marriott Marquis, according to Pro Football Talk. Yeah, very expensive. So I did a little bit of research of that. Amtrak police officers also have been told to expect a Kelsey Swift wedding on the weekend of July 4th. So you're starting to notify the police officers. We're 2 weeks away from that wedding, right in the middle of the World Cup. I mean, you talk about everything kind of converging in New York City. The Knicks win the championship, the World Cup's going on, and Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married at Madison Square Garden.
It's a normal weekend.
And then you have a lady throwing trash all over the street and stealing a can. I mean,
And losing her job.
And losing her $350,000 a year job for being
that detail.
Oh yeah, she was making $350. I saw.
Jeez.
Yeah, and she threw it all away in the trash.
Like
Literally.
$50,000 in New York.
Yeah,
Absurd amount of money.
Yeah, no, not New York. It's not. But yeah, but yeah, $50,000 is probably exactly what that is, Dusty. And she's living in an apartment the size of this studio. But what kind of ass does something like that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
The one you saw.
I mean, if you haven't seen this woman dressed as a Knicks fan in Knicks-colored trash cans, dumps out all the trash, takes the trash can, steals it, rides on the subway with it. She's some executive at some company, and she got fired for it. Screw you,
New
man.
York in a
absolutely.
nutshell, am I right?
Get bent.
No, me and Trav getting married the same month. Let's go, bro.
But not the same day.
No, he's a little bit smarter than you. He's like, man, I'm never going to remember this anniversary. July 4th. Okay,
4th.
got it.
Yeah.
Well, it may be July 3rd. That's the day 1,000 people are supposed to be at the Garden.
Oh, they're getting married on a Friday, so they're kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Well, that's what everybody says.
No, it's true. It's great. It was a great one-liner. Like it was
Even billionaires. So you guys can get married on Friday, too. And when your wife gives you, you know what? Say Taylor Swift.
Taylor and Travis got married on a Friday to save some money, too.
We'll get more into the hotel talk, more in the Netherlands walk, and let's go downtown here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, guys, I'll tell you what, my friends over at Heartland Men's Health have all kinds of ways to make you feel better. And right now, Heartland Men's Health delivers advanced medical science and proven therapies to treat erectile dysfunction. Remember that first time you failed to perform in the bedroom? You probably just laughed it off and said, not a big deal. But then it happened a second time, a third time, maybe even more, and now you know it's a problem. Heartland Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond pills. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%, and some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. So call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Schedule a consult with Heartland Men's Health today. Your initial visit is $99 and includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit's free. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Feeling the squeeze of high prices? Then stretch your budget this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Stock up and save big with 99-cent deals throughout the store. Get special recipe brats, pork loin ribeye, Dole salad kits, and more for just 99 cents. Fill your cart for less with red-hot deals on hundreds of items. Order online or through the Hy-Vee app and leave the shopping to us. Don't miss the 99-cent sale this weekend only at Hy-Vee.
Soccer Fever is in Kansas City, and Hy-Vee is your headquarters for official merchandise, apparel, tailgate, and watch party needs. And Hy-Vee makes game day so easy. They have ready-to-go wings, pizza, party trays, charcuterie, and, of course, all those delicious sweet treats. If you're planning a cookout, great. Hy-Vee special recipe brats, burgers, and steaks are the best. Check out their match day meat bundle for only $30. And don't forget about Hy-Vee's wine and spirits department. For all of your game day needs, count on Hy-Vee.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
This 4th of July, light up the night with Freedom Family Fireworks. We're family owned and packed with the biggest deals of the season. Get buy one, get one free specials. Grab the Godfather assortment for just $5.99 and get free Excalibur shells when you spend $250 or more. With locations in Liberty, Lee Summit, Pleasant Hill, Cameron, Chillicothe, and our air-conditioned superstore at Highway 291 and 210 just before the Missouri River. Visit freedomfamilyfireworks.com. Then stop by your nearest Freedom Family Fireworks location today. While supplies last, see store for details.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
That wreck really took everything off track. Can't work, can't help with the kids. The bills are stacking up.
Then stop waiting. Call the Car Crash Kings, SWL Injury Law. Car crashes, that's what they do.
Yeah?
Yeah, they go to work so you can get your life back and get paid what you're owed.
Don't get pushed around. Visit us at SWL Injury Law today for your free consultation. We're the Car Crash Kings. It's what we do.
Visit SWLinjurylaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circus Sports has it all. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. High limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Rob Sight Ford, KC's Ford volume leader and top rated on Google. 135th and State Line. Rob Sight Ford, your 2025 Ford volume leader. Top rated on Google with 4.8 stars and 3,000 plus reviews. The best selection, best prices, and Kansas City's best customer service. Visit Rob Sight Ford at 135th and State Line. Buy right, save big, and drive home a winner. Only at Rob Sight Ford.
This is Michael Waka from the Kansas City Royals, and you're listening to 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
On the Missouri side, 35 southbound from Missouri 152 into downtown is a 12-minute trip. I-70 westbound from 470 into downtown, 15 minutes. Kansas side 70 eastbound from 435 to 670 is an 11-minute drive. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Via text line on getting married over the 4th of July Lake win. This comes from 816. July 3rd anniversary was my old anniversary. We got married that day because it would make it feel like the world was celebrating our marriage every year. We lasted 23 years.
Hey, that's
LOL.
pretty good. Hey, let me ask you this, though. 23 years and then you got divorced. What happened?
Oh.
No, I'm being serious. That's a long time to be married, and then all of a sudden
26 years.
26 years,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, 25, 26.
So,
yeah.
were you guys know you weren't all out of the house by the time they got divorced? Because I wonder, a lot of people say once the kids leave, the parents look at each other and they're like, I don't even like you anymore.
My parents were the complete opposite. Once the kids got in the house,
they were gone right away. Yeah, but 23 years. 23 years, 26 years, that's a long time to be married. At that point in time, you think, I'll just finish this thing out. Now, depends on how old you are, too. If you get married when you're in your 20s, well, then you're only in your 40s at 20-some years, right? We got married in our 30s, which is going to put us in our 50s in 20 years. But that 23 years, man, that's a hell of a run. And sometimes things just don't work out. It's not necessarily all negative. Now, if she was stealing from you, or, you may be married to Terrion Armstead or something like that, or what's that guy's name from Detroit? Is it Terrion
Arnold?
Arnold. Terrion Arnold, if you haven't seen that story, good Lord.
Yikes.
Him and Mike Pinnell are having an off season.
Whew. Yeah, what is going on?
It's the NFL off season.
Jail is what it looks like. What's going on for
prison.
Terrion Arnold?
Prison.
20 years.
God, prison they're talking about for this guy. So it's insane. But yeah, congratulations on 23 years. Though that's a long time.
But on a lighter note, this was from downtown Dallas yesterday with a Japanese fan who is out of PTO.
I want you to look at Shige's sign. You're from Tokyo. Are you out of money?
I haven't money.
You got any PTO?
Oh my God, PTO. I haven't.
You haven't missed any Japan games?
And so, yes, of course. Oh, Japan match.
What about your memories?
Memory is infinity.
It's true, man, right?
What's PTO?
Yeah, but what's your memory? Infinity. Like that's the great way to describe it. I love that. And I love the fact that he was having such a marvelous time and we were downtown yesterday and I ran into this woman who, I mean, geez. Let me tell you, it's an hour of my life I'm never going to get back. And this woman cornered me, walked in, immediately started ripping on Mayor L. And so as I was listening, obviously, for that, she's like, this guy has screwed everything up. I'm like, oh, tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, did he have a team? So she was complaining about him. And then all the stuff she was complaining about, though, was like all FIFA related, right? Ticket prices are too high. Okay, that's the mayor's fault. FanFest prices are too high. They're free. The mayor hasn't done a good enough job of uniting everybody in Kansas City and all of our international visitors. That's completely false. And so for an hour, this woman tried to tell me everything that was wrong with the World Cup. And I went, first of all, I was exhausted after talking to her. Like,
this gives me like the, what is it, those guys that go on the street and interview like political people?
Yeah.
And then prove them wrong. And they're like, I think I'm done talking.
Yeah, right. But she wouldn't leave. Like this person wouldn't get the hint. I kept moving around, and she kept following me. Lady. Enough.
Did you tell her you were Dusty Likens?
No. And then I tried to pawn her off on anybody else that would listen, and I did for a while. Sorry. Yeah, I did. I voiced a sorry, Sarah, and say, I apologize. But Sarah comes walking up, and I roll my eyes, and she goes, I'm in for something good, because I could tell by the way Bob's reacting, right? And so, the whole thing, just all this negative stuff about the World Cup, and it costs too much, and Lucas did that. And finally, I said, look, none of this is Kansas City's fault. Everything is determined by FIFA and all this. And then she says to me, well, I didn't blame Kansas City. You literally just sat here and told me how bad the mayor was for no reason whatsoever. Like I think the mayor's been great during all of this. He's involved in all this kind of stuff. Everybody's been everything she was saying was just a flat out lie that she probably got from watching news or something like that. Then she told me she doesn't have a TV because she lost 70 pounds. So now she runs 7 to 10 miles per day and she's afraid to have a TV to get the weight back on.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so I don't know where she's getting her information from,
exactly.
But like anybody who's been part of this World Cup stuff has been enjoying it, loving it, feeling outstanding by it. And this woman got me for an entire hour how it's not uniting anybody, it's too expensive, and the mayor stinks. And I'm like, he has nothing to do with any of this, and the FanFest is free.
She's actually texting into the show right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, FanFest wasn't free. It was $25 for chicken strips and fries.
You don't have to eat there. You don't have to eat at FanFest.
That is not what we're talking about. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
what a bad text.
Yeah, you don't have to eat at those things. Yeah, it's free to get into the event. Yes, and then stuff that you add on like anywhere else costs money.
But
and is it too much money? Is it too expensive? Absolutely, it's too expensive. It's ridiculous. Those prices are insane. Where none of us are saying that, but that is a problem with FIFA, and that's a problem every event you go to ever.
And that's what I always say. I know going in, like I'm not going to complain about the prices. I hate when people look at the price of a beer. You don't have to buy that beer, right? But people click on that. It's rage bait. Is exactly what it is.
Bait.
No, this is rage bait.
Oh, gotcha.
When you post the menu of the pictures of how much things cost, and then people complain about that kind of stuff. Again, you don't have to spend that money. You don't have to go get tanked at a game. You can actually just go watch the game and enjoy it. All of that is an extra add-on. If you feel like you want to buy something, then you're in for it. But when you look at concession prices, guys, how's it any different than going to a restaurant? Look at the prices. Honestly, the prices are basically restaurant prices that we're seeing it. Now, you're not getting, the gourmet meal, but you're at the ballpark, you're at the game, you're at an event. It's a different type of thing, but it's essentially restaurant prices for a lot of this stuff at these games.
Somebody says her sources were the community Facebook page.
Oh, that's brilliant, man. You get the rest of the month. Well, it's only a couple of days.
Hey,
take July.
You can take what you want.
Go on holiday like the Europeans and take 6 weeks off, man.
Hell yeah. That's great.
I mean, it was just, I couldn't believe this woman was like, just beat me down with all this negativity yesterday when I was trying to have the greatest day ever at the Lightwell building and give away T-shirts and get fired up because of what's going on today. I'm so excited and I have all this energy and I can't wait to go. And I get negative Nancy down here in my ear for an hour about how the city has screwed it up and the city has done nothing. It's unbelievable.
This comes from Zach. Had a lovely time when we went. Parked at UMKC, 4 hours of parking for $5. Not bad.
Not bad.
Wife and I went to watch Mexico with friends last night. Pizza bar, free.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the pizza you have to pay for.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Duh.
Yep. I went to a restaurant to watch a game and they charged me for my drinks and food. What kind of country are we living in?
That guy wanted to be hand-fed chicken strips at the Fan Fest.
And olives and grapes and
Yeah.
waved down by palm leaves.
Exactly. Like Socrates sitting there getting waved with a big leaf.
Maybe another source where she got it. This comes from 816. She probably got her info and news from TikTok.
That's a good choice, too.
No TV, maybe not.
There
maybe
are
flip
just,
phone.
But there are just negative people out there that are going to try to paint everything negatively, regardless of what's going on. And I got to be honest with you, man. Like, if you've actually participated in some of the stuff that's going on in the World Cup, you can't have a negative impression. It's impossible to have a negative impression about what's going on here in Kansas City and in the world and in this country and in Canada and in Mexico right now. If you're participating in this stuff and you're getting involved in any little thing that's involving the World Cup, because that's all I've gotten involved in is little stuff here or there. I can't afford to go to a game. But it's rejuvenated my sense of, like, the world. Like, it's awesome to see people from all over the world here in Kansas City. We all share the same values. We all want just life good for all of us. That's what it's been all about, and it's been so much fun to have this in our backyard. I just can't believe, but I can believe there's always going to be people that bitch and moan about stuff because they're lot in life.
Yeah, there's just, people that gravitate towards that. You just have to make sure you get away from it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I tried, but this woman wouldn't. She kept following me.
Bunch of astrophage out there. No, today's all about Kansas City, man. This is the day where, like, when this got planned, this whole event, the World Cup coming to Kansas City, and, you have Kay Adams in town today who says this is the Cans of the World Cup stage. This is, like, where it should be. This is the best host city, as she has said. This is going to be one of those reasons why. This will be a day where you will see a ton of this stuff go viral. You will see a ton of this stuff on outlets, on sports. It'll be completely orange downtown, and everyone's just going to join these people that actually want to have fun and do this. Because I was telling an Uber driver last weekend, hey, how's the World Cup going, all this stuff. He's like, oh, it's busy, man. It's fun, though. Like, it's not as bad as people said it was going to be. I was like, oh, explain. He's like, oh, they get in the car, they're friendly, they get back to their spot, then, they ask about what's the best way to do it. He's like, I said, it's easier if you schedule your ride instead of trying to get a ride at, 10 minutes before you want to leave. You go to bed that night, go to Uber. Hey, I want to leave at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, schedule that.
Imagine if they had that in 2015, we could have had that ride scheduled, Justin.
Oh, man. Still wouldn't have gotten to where we wanted to go.
No, but at least we would have had a ride scheduled,
At least we would have known. But, so I think that's kind of cool to see this sort of thing be captivated by people that have no affiliate, no sort of, passionate towards this fan, but it's just a moment.
Yeah.
And I was telling him that we're doing this march with my company. I didn't obviously say everything other than that. And he was like, oh, that'll be fun, man. He's like, imagine when he's like, how old are you? I was like, 38. He goes, imagine when you're 58. Well, you can tell, like, your kids, or you can tell people, like, where you were during the World Cup during Kansas City. And I'll be like, you're right, man. I'll be able to be like, when I went down and marched with the Orange Army, like, it was one of the most fun times of my life.
Yep.
That's a niche thing. And I told my family about it, and they're like, oh, that's amazing.
Everybody says that. Everybody that we've told has had that reaction.
And I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie, because there's going to be a ton of people down there, and, there's going to be a microphone around me, and I'm going to try to interview people on the street and go back to the man in the street bit that we used to do at Arrowhead parking lot. And it should be fun. It should be a good time. And I don't know what to expect. I expect to see a ton of orange. I expect to see a lot of noise. I expect to see no street below my feet. And I think it's just going to be one of those things where I don't know what to expect. And I'm happy I don't, because I want to see what's going to happen when we get down there. And from what we've seen on the news outlets and And the weather this morning looks like everything's going to be clear until about 3 o'clock is when it moves into the state line. The game tonight, I can't promise you anything about that. It looks a little messy there.
He's not playing tonight.
No, but the weather is. Yeah. And but about 5 o'clock is when you're going to want to be home. I think we should be home by then.
Oh, God, yeah.
So can't wait. Going to be fun. It's going to be like a field trip, man. We're going to get the boss's car, us three, pack up like
Nathan's going with us, too.
Oh, man, that's going to be great.
I saw Nathan this morning. Yeah, he's working over at KMBZ. He's going, I got my poncho. I'm ready to go. I'm piling it. I did text Beck. I said, make sure that back is cleaned out because we're piling into the trunk. I mean, that's what we do at my house. Anytime my parents or in-laws come in, if somebody gets in the trunk, sorry. I mean, you're just riding. It's usually my wife. And then we go wherever we need to go instead of taking 2 cars. So we're all piling into whatever Spector's jalopy is. Hopefully he's got the
us three, Nathan, Speck, and our new social media. I mean, we're going to have.
Yeah, everybody's going to have to pack in, man. Yeah, seriously, shotgun. Because if I don't, I'll puke on you.
That's not the way shotgun works.
And then you're going to be outside. And then Rob and Drew are going to be down there as well. And then Carrington's going to be sewing. Boy, he really took the low road yesterday.
He had our boss. He did not grill, by the way,
no,
for those wondering.
He didn't show up until 1 o'clock.
Yeah, literally. And came down and had our boss, our big boss, Roxanne, go up, get a full pack of water, bring it all the way down because he's on a diet and he couldn't drink any of the soda out there.
So he made somebody else do that?
Yes. So she had to go get the water, bring it down, and I was like, hey, do you need help carrying that? And she was like, yes, please.
He also said he doesn't grill because he always provides the meat. Carrington is known as the tightest person in this building.
Yeah.
He does not provide the meat. Lies yesterday from Carrington Harrison at 2:15.
Oh, but he showed up just in time for the Super Roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we were there, Mac, till about 12:45. Started at 10:30. Yeah. Carrington showed up at 12:45, not to cook, send people on errands, and then roll.
Yes.
I can't believe she went and got the water. I would have looked at him and said, you got legs.
And I was like, wow, a little bougie there. Carrington has a hand in the water or whatever. He's like, well, I'm on a diet, man.
So?
I'm like, that's awesome. Good for you. He's like, I was like, you look great.
Wouldn't you get exercise on your
diet? Walking up these stairs.
I'm trying to get 10,000 steps a day. I was like, great. You could start going up.
These stairs right here are a death march, man. Mm-hmm. Like, every day I walk up these stairs and I had a breath.
Well, thank God our guy Sam Stevie was doing the grilling because the meat was safe.
Good.
It was good. It was a good time.
Yes. Yeah.
Other than the guy that has to go, hey, sports ball guys.
You can guess who that is, Bob.
No, I don't have to. I mean,
wearing
wine bomb.
Wearing yarn socks. Yeah. Fan Festival. Not Fan Fest.
No,
Fan Festival.
No, he's not going festival.
Mac.
Of course.
3 times in a 5-minute conversation. We went to the Fan Festival. And I looked at Mac, I was like, Fest. And when we got to the Festival of Fans...
No, he didn't do that one.
Maybe.
Because you say that, and it's so believable.
Hey,
that's what.
Sports ball guy. What? Get
sports
bent.
Ball.
Mm-hmm. Get bent ball guy.
Yeah.
So,
hey, newsroom guy.
I was talking to some folks yesterday.
Don't chant my ass.
We were at the remote at the Lightwell building yesterday, and one of these guys came up to me and he goes, "Listen to the show, love the show, appreciate the show." Thank you, man. I love that. That's awesome. Here, he goes, no. But he goes, "I wanted to share something with you." He goes, "I saw the most unbelievable thing." He goes, "My wife and I went to, I think he said, Aruba, right?" And he goes, "We were going to Aruba, and we had a 5 a.m. flight out after the Argentinian game that took place, here in Kansas City, the first Messi game." I said, "Oh, that's cool, man." He goes, "Yeah, we got to the airport, and there were hundreds of Argentinians sleeping all over the airport.
Wow.
That's why hotel bookings are down.
Wow.
These guys went to the game, partied, and then just went to the airport and crashed there." Which I've done. Have you ever crashed at the airport at night before your flight? I did that one time in Austin, Texas. It was miserable.
It is the worst thing of all time.
I was like, all right, I'm not going to get a hotel room. I've got like a 7 a.m. flight. We'll just go out. Well, we didn't go out as long as we thought, so I'm sitting at the airport at midnight. I'm like, this sucks. But had no money. Literally had no money. Maxed out all my credit cards. Had no cash whatsoever. Couldn't afford a hotel room if I wanted to. Working radio, they say. So I'm sleeping on the floor of the Austin airport back then. And it was wonderful. But so he's telling me the story. I'm like, no wonder the hotel bookings aren't where they are, because people are taking advantage of the bars being open all night, and then they're on to the next city. People, I guess we didn't clearly understand maybe what this was about. I think people believe that, okay, we've got 4 base camps here. All those fans are going to be here the entire time. That's not the way it's going. They're following their team around the country, and that's how this thing is going. And I guess because we don't live the lifestyle that they live in Europe, where you can take 6 weeks off, Nobody expected anybody to come over here for 6 weeks and just drive the country, and now we're watching it happen right before our eyes. And so that's their custom and the way that they do things. And so that's why the hotel bookings are down, because all of these guys are going out and partying all night long. He goes, there were people sleeping on the curb. There were people sleeping pre-security. There were people sleeping post-security. He goes, it was amazing to see how many, he goes, hundreds of these fans were sleeping at the airport. He goes, that's why hotel bookings are down. I'm like, I never thought of that. They're just on to the next. Yeah, it's a stopover, man.
That makes sense because, I mean, just like today for us is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, this is for them, too. I mean, this is a lot of their first time in America, maybe their only time, and, that they'll be here. So they've got a few weeks, and they're going to go see every place that they can.
Yeah, absolutely. And,
awesome.
It's just on to the next. That's why I was talking to that guy from Amsterdam, too, yesterday. He's like, yeah, we were in Houston yesterday, drove up today. And then he goes, where we're going next, we have to wait to see, where the seating goes and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll be on to our next place. And so that's just the way it is. So I think we all kind of maybe misread it wrong, where all these teams were going to be here. And that means 4 countries of base camps are going to be here taking over Kansas City. And that's just not the way it is. People want to watch the matches.
Don't forget our tournament scoreboard updates are brought to you by Surfside, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly. This comes from your people over at Underdog. Updated teams now eliminated from the group stage: Haiti, Turkey, Tanzania, Jordan, Panama, Jets.
Yeah, that Turkey game tomorrow night, man. Jets.
Hitting 3 seconds later. Little time release drug there for Bob.
That was perfect.
Did they have the Browns on that list?
Not yet. It's everything else is buffering.
They didn't even qualify.
No, not yet.
They didn't even
They
qualify.
didn't qualify. 64 teams in, not the Browns. Would the Browns qualify for a 32-team playoff in the NFL?
No.
Would the Browns ever get promoted if we had relegation in the NFL?
Who would get promoted first, the Browns or the Jets?
Or the
Put a poll
Cardinals.
question up. No, leave the Cardinals out of this. They're blatantly bad. Nobody cares about the Cardinals. The Jets and Browns have passionate fan bases, right?
Yeah.
Which team? Yeah. Which team? Which team gets relegated first, the Jets or the Browns, if the NFL goes to relegation, right? Could you imagine a Brown fan or a Jet fan being relegated, and now you're in the UFL playing in the spring, and the Houston Gamblers are now in the league in place of you? Oh, those fan bases would lose their minds. It would be glorious.
Mac, would you trade Jaylen Brown for LaMelo Ball?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
Okay.
God, no. And I've heard LaMelo Ball maybe going to the Timberwolves are interested. LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards.
That'll go well.
Yeah.
That'll go really well. Actually, let's have that.
Yeah.
Is LeVar going to be there, too?
Oh, gosh.
1 foot at a time.
Yeah, speaking of divorces after damn, it's like 30 years, him and his
LeVar
wife.
got divorced?
Yep, and she divorced him.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would imagine.
Yes.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker.
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, that 12 minutes of fame that he had, probably like, all right, we're out of this, man.
I know. Now he's going on like streamers.
Because everybody's just moved on from LeVar.
Yeah.
He's kind of the Freddie of the
Yeah, we're kind of just over it.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave us COVID.
Your kids are good at basketball. We don't need you.
During COVID, he was great.
Yeah,
After
it
that,
was
we're like,
good.
all right, the
Well, he
world's
was.
back.
He was a lifesaver during COVID.
Him and Stephen A. were fun.
Yeah.
And then the world got back together. We're like, yeah, we don't need you. Thank you, though.
too
I appreciate
much.
it.
Thanks
Your
so much.
15 minutes are
again?
over. Yeah.
You and Tiger King can go out. Is Tiger King still in jail?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
He's trying to get pardoned every day.
Every day he is still. He's still locked up.
I saw Tiger.
That was
I saw man.
That was a moment in this country.
Oh, man.
Tiger King or the cars waiting for him to get pardoned when he was never pardoned outside the jail. Because that was a moment, too.
That was a big moment.
I mean, every episode ended with something where you were like, well, that was a lot. I need another glass of wine or another drink. And it's like, and on the other side, he married all 3 of the guys.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I guess we'll start the next episode.
But does that thing get big if it's not for COVID? Because that was the first thing that was there when COVID started.
But it's so bizarre. It's so out there, man.
It's
like
crazy.
Because I'd say the 3 big docs that I watched during COVID would have been Tiger King, Last Dance, and
Last
Don't
Dance
F with
done.
Cats.
Yeah, Don't F.
Yeah, you're right, those-
I watched Don't F with Cats December before COVID.
Okay, so it was right before.
Couple months
I
before
watched it during
COVID.
because I didn't see it at the time. But yeah, those were the 3 that I watched, and I was like, all right, that bought me some time.
What did you say? Tiger King,
Last
Dance.
Dance.
Last
Yeah.
Dance.
Yeah.
I think those were the big 3 for
Because
a
the
lot
Last
of
Dance,
us.
it came out every
Every
Tuesday?
Sunday.
Every Sunday, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and yes, that was an amazing.
And that was must watch because there was nothing else live that was going on. So we all kind of watched that. We all watched that Tiger King. That's right. Look, if it wasn't for COVID, I probably have never watched Breaking Bad.
That makes sense.
Because of COVID, I sat down and same with The Wire. Probably don't watch. And those
I need
2
to watch
become
The Wire. I need to
2
do
of
that.
my favorite shows of all time. And it was because we had nothing else to do except sit around and get drunk and watch these bad shows. But those weren't bad,
To your hotel topic. Somebody from the 75 says, I met some guys that rented a minivan, are living in it for 6 weeks and driving around the country to games.
There you go.
That's badass.
That's cool, yeah.
What is it, Turbo? Is that what? I wonder how popular Turbo is this time of year.
Is it?
That's where you like rent a car from somebody?
Turo.
Turo.
T-U-R-O.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you used that?
No,
I know
a lot
people
of my
who
buddies.
have,
I know
yeah.
one of my buddies did last year when he drove down to Gulf Shores. He rented it, and it was like a minivan. And they're like, "Yeah, just be respectful. Here's like where a tire pump is if you need to get a flat tire. All this sort. He rented it, drove back, had no issues.
How much? Is it good pricing?
Not sure. I know Alex Gold has done it a couple of times, and some of my buddies look into it. Like if they're going to go on a trip out of town, they do it.
Yeah, Turo instead. Okay, because I've seen a lot of that. Yeah, and I've been attempting to consider using it. I don't know if anybody's had an experience with it. I had some friends that had experiences with it years ago when it first came out. They were like in Chicago, like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing ever." I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of cool."
A topic that's going to be a little tough, but maybe not. Somebody that we may need to apologize to on the Royals coaching staff. On the other side, here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control really go the extra mile. I was watching them do the yard the other day as I was bringing everything in, getting the dog inside before the lawnmower comes through, and I'm watching the way that these guys work in my yard, and I'm like, man, you know what? These guys are going the extra mile. They're doing stuff that they just don't have to do to make sure that lawn is perfect. They put that kind of effort into our yard every single time, and that's what they do for everybody at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. They don't have the best-looking lawns in Kansas City because they go out there and they do it quickly and they don't take care of the little things. No, they have the best looking lawns in Kansas City because they focus on every single detail. And if they can make my yard look great, they can do wonders for your yard as well. Now, the cool thing about Aspen Lawn and Pest Control that I love is the pest control side of things because the mosquito dome over our house is awesome. It keeps all the mosquitoes out. It keeps the ticks out. It keeps the fleas out. It's wonderful for our dog. It's even better for us that we get to sit outside and enjoy our yard that's been made look great by Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. Right now, they're going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
At Kansas City Proton Institute, we're delivering the future of cancer care with state-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. If you have breast, head and neck, or brain cancer, proton therapy may be a better treatment than conventional radiation. Don't wait. Get your second opinion at Kansas City Proton Institute. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced proton therapy team. Learn more at kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. Maybe you're looking for something local. Algeria versus Austria. Currently, if you're saying, hey, you know what? The team over in LFK, what do I like for them? Well, Algeria currently trading at 25%, meaning a $100 trade, could show you a $365 profit. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time only, download the Kalshi app and use code TAPP, T-A-P-P, to get $10 when you trade 10. K-A-L-S-H-I, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfiaradio.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
There's only one Ozempic. Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like him. Ozempic, you redid your jingle?
Thanks for noticing. Catchy, right?
No.
Okay, then. Well, ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of me, the Ozempic pen, may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic.
There's only one Ozempic.
I told you it was catchy.
I hope you're sitting down. The ACA Marketplace has announced significant increases on monthly premiums with deductibles over $10,000. You can enroll with Matt B. and KC at BBS Insurance's Freedom of Choice plan now. You don't have to wait. Their plan lets you use any doctor, has 0 outpatient deductibles, and it's 30 to 60% lower costs than most Obamacare plans. Also, there's no income disclosure required, so no potential tax penalties. If you are a small business owner, or pay for your own health insurance, you're uninsured, you're on COBRA, or your employer coverage is just too expensive. Call Matt B. and KC for an instant quote over the phone at 816-205-4664. That's 816-205-4664. Or go to bbsinsurance.net. That's bbsinsurance.net. They will customize a plan chosen and managed by you, not the government.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side 70 westbound, briefly heavy in Bates City with construction. You get past that in towards Oak Grove, you're back to posted speeds and look good into downtown. Kansas side 635 southbound, a little slow approaching I-35. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
From our buddy True Green Thumb, get the Turo app. It's great. You'll love it.
All right.
So there you go.
Will do.
That just seems odd to me.
Is it cheaper than the rental car company? It's VRBO for a car is essentially what it is.
100%. I just would be so nervous.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think I would, but I don't know if I actually would.
Well, maybe you buy a separate car for that too, right? Like maybe, I don't want to say a beater or something like that, but if your buddy's renting a car from somebody to drive to Gulf Shores, I mean, who wants those miles put on your car? That's why you rent the car, to put those miles on it. And so I would think if you're somebody that's doing something like that, allowing somebody to drive that far, you probably have a separate car for something like that. And maybe you looked at it as a business, right? You got the ability to rent a van to anybody who wants it at any time. Who knows?
Yeah, somebody says, I personally will never use anything else ever again. I've used it multiple times, way cheaper. You get to pick your car, everything. And they meet you where you need to be, right? So if you land in, Dubuque, Iowa or someplace like that, those guys meet you at the airport, right? And you get the car there at the airport. You don't have to find them at their joint somewhere in the suburbs, right?
Yeah, it's great for getting nice cars too.
What was is that car place still there where it looks like a giant Pez dispenser?
Yeah, I think so. Carvana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Carvana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing that get built in what is that, down in KC?
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? And then they started putting the cars on each level. I'm like, oh, it's like an elevator for you're like, I want that one.
Yeah.
Down it comes, out it goes, and then you're on your way.
Yeah.
Are you guys eating before the march?
No.
There's hot dogs in the fridge.
Oh, good. Okay.
No, I mean, gonna have to eat something. I'm supposed to bring my little snack pack.
Yeah. No, I don't eat until 2:00.
You better eat because you're a growing boy.
Yeah. No, I know if we do that march and it's 1:30 and I haven't eaten anything all day,
We'll see.
It will not be.
It will not be good.
It will not be
We'll
good
see
for
if
anyone.
Dad Steven will stop us by McDonald's to get a Happy Meal for
No,
us.
we don't have time to stop.
We don't
No,
got
on the
time.
way home. On the way
I'm
home.
sure there'll be some street meat or something down there that you can find. You know,
lines.
You want some street meat?
Yeah, there'll be some lines.
Lines,
Yeah.
money. I might just get something at our.
Yeah. There's
little
hot
company
dogs,
kitchen.
man.
Yeah.
I
don't
need
need
watermelon.
anything.
Yeah, that actually might be good.
Yeah, get some watermelon, hydrate your system.
There you go.
Okay, let's have a real discussion here because I will be honest with you, hand up. I was ready for this man to be taken away from this Royals organization, and that is Alex Zumwalt.
Mm-hmm.
I think we owe him an apology. Offense isn't the issue and has not been the issue. Bullpen, injuries, mismanagement, right? Like platooning Jack Caglione, now that we're seeing what we're seeing, maybe a mistake. And I think, one day maybe we'll get those answers. Maybe we don't. But the hitting, man, 50 runs in 6 games, that's just that little sample size. Over the month of June, Carter Jensen has a 15-game hitting streak, Jack Caglione. Those are young guys. They're learning from somebody, and your hitting coach is Alex Zumwalt. Now, I know there's a bunch of other guys in there, but he's the guy. And at the beginning of the season, I was that guy. Hey, something's not working here, but it's working. It's not hitting is not the issue, at least in my personal opinion. At first, to start the season, it was hitting with runners in scoring position, and it was Vinny Pasquantino. Well, now we realize that the offense had an uptick when you don't have guys in the lineup that aren't pulling their weight. It's the guys that needed a hit that are hitting and pulling their weight. Cags, Carter, Bobby when he's healthy. Like, that's a given. Garcia was developed here in the system. So I'll use my time, and maybe I was a little too premature to say that this guy's at fault. Maybe it was the guys that got paid that weren't doing their job's fault, and maybe it was a little bit of faultage of platooning the wrong guys at the wrong time.
Yeah. I didn't want him fired, so I may have been the only one who didn't say fire this guy, but I'm not going to sit here and go, see, I told you so or anything like that, because that falls on deaf ears. But, it's ultimately up to the players. It's a player's game, man. It really is. Like, players got to go out there and produce. And the more we're seeing this offense do what they're doing, the more you have to think, does Vinny Pasquantino have a seat at the table when he's healthy?
It's a real conversation to have.
Oh, it's a legit conversation to have. It's a hard conversation to have. But the hard conversations are the most important conversations to have.
I think this team
is that hard.
I think the two things that I will say that need to be done with this team is Salvador Perez does not need to hit fourth in this lineup. And I don't understand that. And I understand that we don't need to talk about the season being saved because somebody says I disagree respectfully. The hitters didn't perform when it mattered. Now that they're out of it, then there's no pressure on them. We needed answers faster.
I get that.
I'm with that, Texter.
But let me go against that. Your two youngest, biggest prospects are hitting. They're learning from somebody. And the season that you just said is over, they're still playing like they give a darn, and they're performing at the plate. Things have been tinkered with. Things have been adjusted. So, yes, the season sucks. I get that. But the young talent that you want to see arrive is arriving because of their hitting. So, yes, it may not matter right now, but it matters for the young guys. It really does. Because they have to prove that they're not a mistake in a draft or a failed product of a prospect. One of them has a 15-game hit streak. The other one can't keep the ball in the yard.
But the thing is with the hitting coach, whoever the hitting coach is for whatever team, like, they're not truly a hitting coach. They're more of a psychiatrist than anything. And baseball has changed so much. And like, I got a lot of friends in the game. I talk to a lot of people all the time about what goes on in baseball. And one thing that I heard a while back is like every one of these players pretty much has their own hitting coach. And after a game, they're on the phone with the hitting coach. They're on, social media with the hitting coach, whatever it is, going over stuff. They don't all utilize the hitting coach that teams provide. They're more of a, I need, a bottle of water or something like that, or whatever it is. They're more of a voice, somebody to listen to, a sounding board, than they are necessarily a coach. And so a lot of these guys do have their own coaches that they go to and that they seek help out for. And so when the Zumwalt stuff was going down, I was pretty steadfast about not wanting to move on from Alex Zumwalt. I didn't think he was the right guy, to move on from, because you did have Maikel Garcia develop under him. Kyle Isbell became a really good baseball player, with him there as well. Bobby Witt Jr. developed under him. Salvador Perez credits Alex Zumwalt a lot with, his career. So when guys like that are crediting a coach, you're like, okay, yeah, I think this guy is pretty legit. It's ultimately up to the players. And I am with that texter, because what that guy texted in right there, it's rinse and repeat with this Royals organization. Save a year or two here or there. It's start out really slow, bury yourself, and then when all the pressure's off, everybody does good, and everybody goes, oh, look at what these guys are doing, when they've already washed themselves out of the race. And so I'm kind of with that guy. I would like to see these guys produce when it actually matters. Now, it's good that they're producing, But we need these guys. If we're going to be an organization that has postseason expectations, you got to start from day one.
But those guys weren't given opportunities when it mattered.
You're right. There's some of that.
Yeah, I think it's two separate conversations. Yeah. I think it can be both because, yes, is the hitting coach, as far as the hitting coach and the young talent's concerned, like they have done what they've needed to do with the opportunities they've been given.
Yeah.
But to your point, the veterans on this team have not hit, and they've had opportunities before because they are veterans, and they've had these plate appearances.
And it's two veterans that you're mentioning.
Yeah, you're right.
It's Vinny and Sal.
It's Vinny and Sal.
And they were hitting 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And they cannot hit 3 and 4.
And to your point, as you said, more than anything, you could talk about the hitting. That's mismanagement.
Yes.
That's mismanagement. And so I think it's both.
And I think there just needs to be that conversation. I know it's tough because there's a C on his jersey, and he's the mouthpiece of the team as well with Vinny. But it's like, Sal, you're going to hit 7th, and Vinny, when you come back, you're going to DH, and you're going to hit 8th. Yep. Like, I'm sorry. I would rather see, if Bobby's healthy and Garcia's healthy, I would love to see Jensen, Bobby, Cags, Garcia. And then 5th, sure, Massey, he's earned it.
Yeah, he's played well.
And that's another one that can go to Zumwalt's, record. Massey's changed, and he's hitting, and he's great. He's
Massey's
been fine.
legit.
That's your top 5. And then, okay, Vinny, you hit 6. Sal, you hit 7. Collins, you hit 8th. And Isbell, when you're healthy, you hit 9. Anybody mad with that lineup? You just have to have that conversation. It's a tough conversation to have. Hey,
or you just make up the lineup and say, this is what we're doing today,
happening.
and if you don't like it, go home.
Yeah. So they got to go 51 and 31 to get to 85 wins the rest of the season. Tough track. See what happens. Coming up in a little bit, we'll get to Ben Maller, but next we'll get into a Ronaldo-Messi feud. Maybe. I was told there's no such thing yesterday. We'll discuss it next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
I'm McCall with Lee Summit Subaru, and it's time to make a big deal out of nothing. Announcing Lee Summit Subaru's 0% event. Get up to 0% on select 2026 Subaru models for up to 72 months. And we have the largest selection of Subaru certified vehicles in Kansas City, starting as low as 1.9% for 72 months. 0% event and a lifetime warranty. Fall in love with driving again at Lee Summit Subaru.
Based on January 2025 through June 2025 Kansas City inventory listings.
Hi, I'm Sam Silvio with M. Shamus Brazilian Grill in the village of Burlington Creek. What's the best way to describe M. Shamus? It's a feast. A 14-meat, full rodizio, and 30 choices at our famous hot and cold gourmet bar. More items than most any other Brazilian grill experience. Dine in or retreat to our Inferno bar for lighter fare, small plates, and the best wine and spirits. Or enjoy our patio dining. Go to mshamus.com and discover the joy of eating.
It's the law, man. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, call me ASAP, 816-816-9111. I've recovered millions for my clients. Take it away.
The lawman gets results. Juggle law team. Call the lawman. Let the fight begin. The lawman gets results. Jungle law.
Come see me get roasted August 1st at 7 p.m. at the Uptown Theater. Go to junglelaw.com for details.
The choice of a lawyer shouldn't be based on advertisements.
As World Soccer hits the big stage, Fanatics Sportsbook is making every game day worth more. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your soccer bets, win or lose. That's real extra value you can unlock every match, all tournament long. And fan cash isn't just for betting. You can use it anywhere in the world of Fanatics. On game tickets, merchandise, collectibles, profit boosts, and more. One ecosystem, endless ways to spend. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in fan cash. That's $100 bet matched every day for your first 10 days. The world is ready. Are you? Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. CT, call 888-789-7777. MA, call 800-327-5050. NY, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case? Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
For 75 years, Kansas City families have trusted Anthony for comfort, safety, and dependable service. Thank you for trusting us with your house keys. Anthony, in your home for 75 years.
Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more. Visit our inventory at ShawneeMissionFord.com.
Hey, it's Cole, and I have exciting news. Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. Over at Shawnee Mission Ford, you pay what they pay, and you still get the rebates and incentives offered by Ford, along with the top trade-in value from Shawnee Mission Ford, who's on a mission to do more in 26.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric, Missouri side, 435 westbound. Just some off-again, on-again sluggish traffic from 103rd to the state line. Home issues rarely happen at a convenient time. When HVAC, plumbing, or electrical issues happen, you need a team that shows up. Even on weekends and holidays, Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric shows up. With flexible financing, comfort is always within reach. Plus, enjoy $500 off a new HVAC system this summer. Scheduled today at AnthonyPHCE.com. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Join 96.5 The Fan at the Peanut on State Line, Thursday, June 25th, as C-Dot and Rob broadcast live starting at 2, with kickoff to follow at 9 o'clock. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. This is Fescoe and Dusty.
I got Mahomes' balls in my hands.
On your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, yeah, football.
From potholes to pop-ups, we got it covered.
Hey!
Here's Bob Fescoe.
Take a bite out of my ass.
And Dusty Likens.
Big nuts. Good morning, Kansas City, 7 o'clock as we move on throughout this wonderful Thursday. Glad to see everybody at Fox 4, but Carly Ritter got the message. Everybody's wearing orange, pink, and white.
Maybe she doesn't like orange.
Well,
that's not her color, maybe.
I think anything's her color, to be honest with you.
Maybe it doesn't react well to the green screen.
Maybe there's a good point, but Bogowith has got orange on though, there goes that theory.
There goes that theory.
I think the screen reacts to Miss Ritter.
I think she forgot, to be honest with you. Get up at 2 a.m. and went, oh.
Yeah, bless her heart. Bless her heart.
It happens, right?
Yeah, she's got a big day with weather, so we can have a conversation. But no, it should be fun today. Orange March in downtown, starting at P&L, going all the way to Fan Festival. So kind of excited for that today. Hopefully we can meet Franz Peters, the famous bus driver for the Netherlands fan base. The double-decker bus will be probably where the biggest crowd will be, I would assume, walking hand in hand next to that bus. Where's he park that thing when he gets to Fan Fest?
They probably got a spot reserved for him.
I would hope so.
Freddie hasn't shown up yet, so he's got his spot.
No, where is he at?
I saw Freddie yesterday. Is somewhere in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he's at like a lake?
I don't know.
Okay.
2.5 hours from Toronto, and it took them 2 days to get to where he is. So they left from Toronto because they went all the way around to get back to where they were, so they could see more states, allegedly, what's going on. So
it's always interesting to hear people from other countries come to America, because when I was in Jamaica, there was a heavy British bus with us. And of course, my sister is a lot like me, my older sister, and she'll just talk to anybody and carry a conversation. And they're like, oh, so like when you guys travel, because they're from England, they're like, oh, it's like, 2 hours to get anywhere you want by car. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to, vacation. It's a 13-hour drive. And like, goodness.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like we kind of drive everywhere. Like we have rivers and creeks and lakes and stuff that we go to. And obviously, if you want to get to the ocean, we live in the middle of the United States of Missouri. It's, 22 hours to Myrtle Beach. It's,
22 hours to LA.
Yeah, it's like everywhere you go, like coast to coast. And they're like, you guys drive that? And we're like, yeah, we'll split it up in 2 days, go 8 hours one day, go, 6 the next. Like, my goodness, 6 hours. I'm like, well, that's just the culture we were kind of born into. Sorry. And then they're like, yeah, we drive like 2 hours and we're there. I'm like, okay. They're like, but the bloody flights. And you're like, oh yeah, I can fly to Myrtle Beach in 2 hours. I can fly to LA in 2 hours. I can go to Miami 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Must be nice.
Yeah. Well, they can go to all these different countries in an hour
Right,
too.
yeah.
You drive 6 hours in Europe, you've hit 3 countries, 4 different languages and 17 currencies. It's crazy the way
I
you can
forget
just
what
get
they
around
said
there.
their time of their flight was from Great Britain to Jamaica, but I want to say it was like an 11-hour
I would say
flight.
that's a long time, man.
Phew.
That's a very long flight. Geez.
Anybody got any Quaaludes?
Yeah, to get through something like that. It was 11 hours back from Athens, though, man, and it didn't feel that bad, though. It really didn't. I just kind of slept and did my thing, and you watch a couple of movies, and
You didn't do some high knees like Russell Wilson?
Nah, I didn't get up much. A couple of times, I had a guy next to me. I call him Vegetable Lasagna. Spectre will get that one. The guy's sleeping on me the whole. Come on, get up, Vegetable Lasagna. Let's go.
Somebody says, I just started tuning in on the Twitch stream. Thank you for watching. You
Good
can watch
morning.
us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all those things.
YouTube.
Dusty, what time do you play at Wimbledon? LOL. I look like the Turo version of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Got the face paint and the headband for those.
Better believe it,
listening.
man. Yeah, I got the eye black on, the headband, the hair that is insanely long and gray and out of control. But hey, we're here to march, baby.
That's right. It looks like a beautiful day outside. I told Dusty, can we have this for the next 4 hours to get us through the march today? It is a beautiful day.
100% humidity. Gotta be
outside.
thick.
I'd rather have the humidity, though, than get poured on,
Oh, yeah.
and more people, obviously, will be out if the rain stays away and keeps everybody dry for at least. How long do you think it's going to take? Because we're leaving Power and Light at like 11:15, right? That's when the march kind of starts.
It's a mile and a half.
Is it a mile and a half to Power and Light to Liberty
That's
Memorial?
what I've heard it's a mile and a half.
Okay, that's a 20-minute walk. That's not a big deal. So,
well, with all those people though, is it?
That's true. Yeah,
Is it 40? Yeah, I don't know.
Right? Is it going to be?
I
slow?
hope it takes
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Or people going to be running?
Well, there might already be people at Fan Festival.
Yeah.
Can't wait though. So was I wrong yesterday about Messi and Ronaldo not liking each other?
I think Ronaldo hates Messi. I know that.
Well, see, I was told-
Messi does not care about Ronaldo.
Which is
as
the
far as I'm
best. The
concerned.
best
Yeah.
as ever is like when somebody hates you and you don't even know that they exist.
Yeah.
Because
He's irrelevant to him.
I brought that up yesterday whenever because they interviewed Ronaldo and he did not acknowledge any sort of Messi questions, right? Like they were like, well, you got your 2 goals today. We've seen Haaland and Messi and Mbappe. And he's like, yeah. And I didn't know if like I was reading the room wrong, but I've always kind of followed. Being in college, used to play in like, dorm FIFA tournaments and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was always like, well, I'm going to be Real Madrid. I'm going to be Barcelona, Messi, Ronaldo. So I just thought that was like a playful rivalry. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, these guys might not necessarily like each other, like maybe not hate each other, maybe just respect each other, but don't like being brought up to the other one, right? Like, do you think your game is better? I don't know if they get that kind of question, but I just thought there was some sort of like pretty athletic prickishness attitudes from both, judging by mannerisms, facial, looks, and when the names get brought up. But maybe I was wrong. But either way, if that is the feud in the number one sport in the entire world, what's the number one feud in the NFL?
Do we have a feud in the NFL?
Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph.
Okay, but that's
I mean, ripped his helmet off and hit him with it.
Yeah,
we forget though, right?
Yeah, right.
That's
that
not
was
really
like,
a feud.
that's not really a feud, right? Like,
No,
like
I
a
know.
real feud. Do we have a real feud? And if not, can we create a feud? Like,
It was gonna be Burrow and Mahomes. It was going to be the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That was it.
And
We had it there for 2 years.
For a hot second.
2
Now,
seasons.
maybe we can get it back this year if Burrow's doing all his talking
think
and the
it'll come
Bengals
back.
actually figure out how to play in September.
And they play this year,
and,
too,
And they
so
do
that's
play
good.
this year. So
Well,
that,
for
that-
now.
For now, yeah.
They,
exactly.
as in the athletes.
Right. Burrow may
Oh.
miss the rest of the season. Who knows? And,
Can't trust it.
No, you really can't trust Joe Burrow.
Who do you trust to be more healthy moving on? Cole Reagan's, Joe Burrow?
Neither.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But I would trust Joe Burrow more probably. At this stage of the
look.
game.
Ponchos allowed, no umbrellas.
No umbrellas. Okay. Somebody's going to regulate the streets?
What are you going to tell the Penguin?
No, that's FanFest they're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, so when you look at, those feuds in the NFL, I would love for Patrick Mahomes to be in a feud with like Josh Allen, like a real feud to get going in the NFL, because I think it does add to it. Like, I'm now intrigued more so ever for this Messi-Ronaldo game that's going to cost you $10,000 to get into at Kansas City Stadium in a couple of weeks or next week or whenever that's going to take place. But I look at that and I want one of those in the NFL. I think feuds are good. Look what the Royals in 14 and 15, how many feuds that they had, right? Whether it was with the A's, the White Sox, whoever, Toronto, all those teams.
Or maybe that was 15.
They got 14 and 15 combined.
Astros.
Yeah, they got into fisticuffs and cornholio and all that kind of stuff took place. Like, those matter, man. Those feuds are good, and it adds intrigue. And so I love the fact that Messi's looked at as the greatest, and Ronaldo can't stand it. And Messi's like, I love to play soccer. And Ronaldo's like, I don't want to talk about that, man. It's good because Ronaldo's clearly number 2 in this conversation. So I'd love to see the Burrow-Mahomes feud be a real type of feud where they're spitfiring each other all week in the media, too. That would be good.
Yeah.
Have we seen that, though, before in the NFL?
What's that?
Because when we talk about feuds, it's like what we get in the text line. Obviously, it's Crabtree and Richard Sherman or Aqib Talib. It's the corner. It's Michael Thomas and the cornerback that I can't remember his name right now from the Saints, who they'd fight every time they'd play. Cortland Finnegan, Marshawn Lattimore. Or you got Cortland Finnegan and Andre Johnson. Like, those are the feuds.
Right.
You don't got like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. They practice together. They like each other. Ben Roethlisberger, name your other guy. Like that's not a feud that happens.
Right.
It hasn't, at least in my knowledge.
Right. And those I don't know that are necessarily feuds. Those are kind of one-offs with a wide receiver and a defensive back. Doesn't hold the same weight. You know what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't. But
quarterbacks need to be the center of the feuds.
But if they can be in like the same division, you get it two times a year for maybe 4 years.
Yeah, that's fun.
And if they're willing to smack talk too before, like the NFL has kind of, milk toasted this whole thing when it comes to their players having fun and speaking their minds and all of that. So I'd love to have at the beginning of the week, like that guy we play in the intro, man. That guy, who was that? That was that guy's a
intro.
Oh, you're talking about the quotes in our intro song.
Right,
It's, what is it, Richardson or something? He plays for the Texans. He's a defensive lineman.
Yeah, like that. We need more of that guy. We need more of that guy. Yeah, he's a hoe. Yeah. Surprised somebody hasn't hit him in the mouth. Like, we need more of that.
Yes, that is a good one. Yeah,
I
sorry
need
ass receiver like Crabtree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great when that happened. That fed families.
Yeah. So from the 623, Messi and Ronaldo do not have beef. They mutually respect one another, just not chummy personalities. Okay.
That's beef.
What's for dinner?
I think Ronaldo definitely hates him, to be honest.
Yeah, there's beef. There's no question there's beef.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have said that text about Manning and Brady, 100%, I'm in on that, But
That'd
those
be
two
awesome.
guys, they're beefing, man. It's clear.
There's enough signs that I've seen where I'm like, all right, this guy is either annoyed by him, which is, again, a beef,
a beef
sort of thing. And to use the term mutually respect, I don't know. I've never heard him say that. So maybe you have, so I'm not going to discredit that. Somebody says Max Crosby, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Man, not really, though. That's a mutual respect for each other. They actually like each other.
Yeah, like I go back to like what Mac was saying. Like every once in a while we get like a surprise because like Andre Johnson and Brandon Finnegan, that was like, we'd never seen Andre Johnson like lose his you-know-what. And then one day it was just like, oh my God, they're like going straight knuckle to face. But I don't know. Football, it's more so like, it tends to be like individual versus team, or it's like teams versus team. Like Jamar Chase, somebody mentioned on the text line when it was like, I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah, that was a good.
That's good. Yeah, let's keep that going this year.
Let's get that beef back.
Yeah, we need that beef back. It helps. It makes the games so much more exciting when you have that beef. Do we even have it in baseball? I mean, Ohtani and his catcher. Other than that, I don't know that we have beef in baseball. We need more beef in baseball.
I don't know, man. We might see some beef in this Royals-Rays game because I think it was game 2. They went up and in on somebody, the Royals did, and he didn't like it. And then last night, our second batter gets up and in. He didn't like it. Now it's game 4. Not that it'll happen, but
2-1. Royals lead the series. Let's go.
Come on. Not allowed to talk about it. Jamar Chase versus Mahomes. Chase won't say Mahomes' names. That's the beef.
Yeah,
I
like
that's
that.
It. Yeah, that is it.
Where's the beef? Where's the Maller? Well, Maller's next here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, we're telling you about our day today. We're headed down to March with the Netherlands, and that means a busy day for a lot of us here in Kansas City. It's a big, big day. It's a big weekend coming up, a lot going on. And you're thinking to yourself, when am I going to have time to get to the store? When am I going to have time to get to Hy-Vee? And the answer is you don't have to worry about getting to Hy-Vee because they will do all the shopping for you. As much as I love going up and down those aisles and checking out all the fuel savers, there's just sometimes where we're so busy we can't get to the store. So we let Hy-Vee do all of the shopping for us. It's so easy. Just download the app or go to Hy-Vee.com. Then here's what you're going to do. You're going to choose your store, select your items, and Hy-Vee will do all the shopping for you. And all you have to do is pick up your order or have it delivered right to your home, which is free, by the way, with my Perks Plus membership. Hy-Vee's making life easy for all of us. Save time, save money. What could be better? Only at Hy-Vee.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Well, I'll tell you, it is time to celebrate what you can do, right? That's what we all like to do. Be active, be outside, enjoy the summer. But if you have joint pain, you're probably thinking, I'd just rather sit on the couch and just watch everybody else have a good time. That's not how you really think. That's what you're forced to do because that joint pain in your elbows and your knee and your back and your hip is bothering you. But we're going to go ahead and end that joint pain and celebrate what you can do. And that's exactly what QC Kinetics patients are doing. They're not bracing for the next jolt of pain. You heard me talk about the team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have been through their game-changing regenerative treatments that are done right in the office. You don't miss work, you don't have any surgery, you don't have long recovery, there's no downtime, the inflammation calms down, and the pain backs off. It's time for you now to get that free consultation with my friends over at QC Kinetics because life is good. You want to start living the good life and get rid of all that pain. So call them today at 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is out here changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off, and that means your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Your bet stays alive, keeping you in the action longer. So if you're still in it until the final whistle, Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. So visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the game page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or an injury, your bet will automatically transfer to the substitute who replaces that player. So go to FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I hear the sizzle of the grill. It's time to buy Gates sauces and seasonings for your 4th of July cookout. Make sure to use both for a boost of flavor on your dips, chips, and more. Try Gates salad seasoning on raw or cooked vegetables and sprinkle over corn on the cob to give it that extra flavor pop. Stop in and pick up a couple of slabs of ribs or a party tray to serve this 4th of July. Whichever, Gates has you covered. All 5 locations will be open this 4th of July. Gates has proudly served Kansas City for 80 years. Thanks with love.
If you own a business, you've heard it all. From fast funding to easy approvals, everyone says the same thing. LendSeek is different. We show you what you actually qualify for. LendSeek's AI-enabled platform matches you with funding options with no guesswork. Up to $5 million in as fast as 24 hours. If you've been in business over a year, doing at least $50,000 per month, apply for free with zero out-of-pocket costs and access to over 100 lenders. Start ready, stay ready. LendSeek.com. LendSeek.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work.
For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. This is George Karloftis, and you're listening to your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the car crash kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Heading through the Grandview Triangle, things look good. Then 435 westbound, still rolling from there to the state line. Kansas side, 635 southbound, a little sluggish from Shawnee Drive to I-35. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
It is time to talk to our guy, Ben Maller of Fox Sports Radio. Of course, you catch him overnights right here on 96.5 The Fan. And Ben, it is a big Thursday. The NBA draft is in the books. The NFL is kind of settled a little bit. And the Giannis trade pops, man. What did you think of him ultimately going to Miami? And how does that change the balance of power for the New York Knickerbockers?
Yeah, so I love the trade. I did not watch a second of the second round of the draft. I want you to know this is a trial run, a beta test by the NBA. They had the second round, standalone second round. I was watching baseball. I actually watched some of the World Cup. I was flipping around to those games. But I love the trades. I'm all about it. And I like the idea of Giannis in Miami better than the reality. I feel like it's a Monet. From far away, it looks good. When you get closer, I don't know how it's going to work. They got to find some shooting. Giannis has slowed down a little bit the last couple of years. He's been hurt. We'll see how it goes. But I like that they're going for it. And I love the fact Pat Riley is in his 80s now. And when you're in your 80s, you can't have a 5-year rebuild. You got to go for it. You don't worry about hoarding draft picks when you're in your 80s, when you're an executive. You try to win. And so I always appreciate teams that go for it and try to win and all that. And so Giannis, we'll see if he's got a great second act in Miami with him and Bam Adebayo and a bunch of guys we've never heard of. That's pretty much the Miami Heat. 2 guys and nobody else we know of.
Shouldn't, though, that be the mindset of every general manager? I mean, realistically thinking, these owners are firing you tomorrow. They don't care anymore, right? There's no loyalty. And you said Pat Riley, no more 5-year plan because he's 80. If I'm a GM, man, I should be in a rebuild, not a rebuild mode, but a go-for-it mode every single year and F them picks because the chances are they're going to F me out the door, right?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and Riley, of all people, like he's a made man in Miami, right? He's tight with the owner. He could have that job until he probably will have the job until he crosses the mortal, the coil to the other side. But yeah, I would be right there. Like, I don't understand. I've never understood the tanking thing, not trying to win, and just give yourself a shot. How many times have we seen teams that kind of sneak in? It doesn't happen as often in basketball. It happens a lot in baseball, sometimes even in football. Teams kind of sneak in the playoffs. They don't have a great record, and then they play well for a month and a half, and they win a championship. So just get into the playoffs. Give yourself a chance. It doesn't seem that hard. Why is it so hard? I blame the nerds. I'm going with the nerds. When in doubt, blame Poindexter. They've got it all figured out. They know that, it's good to have a bad year here because you can restock whatever, and I hate it. I hate it. And it doesn't matter how much I complain. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's just the way it is now in sports. And my thing is, if you say you're rebuilding, like, if you're a season ticket holder, why would you buy tickets? Like, it's like a business saying, hey, our product's not going to be that good for the next couple of years, but just stay with us. We're going to have a good product like 3 years from now. Okay, well, why don't I just buy the product in 3 years? Why do I need to buy the product now? Makes no sense. I got other things to do.
Yeah, I feel like you and Shohei Ohtani are kind of on the sit. Do you think him and Dalton Rushing can be friends?
Well, they don't. The great thing about that is they don't have to hang out with each other. And Ohtani, I know he speaks English a little bit, but he can say like, "Hey, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone." And I think Ohtani, he talks to the media like 2 days a week, if that. He's got his own thing, so I'm sure he doesn't talk to. There's like probably a couple guys on the team he likes, but Dalton Rushing, is he the most unpopular guy right now in baseball?
Got to be, at least in LA, because for those of you that don't know, last night Shohei Ohtani had finally had enough with him not calling for an ABS challenge, and then Dalton Rushing. Like, this is how I know, and maybe I'm overblowing this here, but this is how I know Shohei Ohtani has so much power over the Dodgers that he goes out there and shows frustration, makes this pro athlete, Dalton Rushing, who's playing for the Los Angeles Dodgers at catcher, probably could be, maybe, possibly an all-star for the National League team. And at the end of the game, that was just an embarrassing performance on my part tonight. I've got to man up. Ohtani was definitely speaking English on that mound visit.
Oh yeah. No, he speaks. You know, I've from what I've heard from the people out there, he speaks pretty. And he did speak after they won the World Series. I think he spoke some English.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he speaks. But yeah, you know, the Dodgers are motoring along and all that. And what do we got? A month till the trade deadline, a little over a month till the trade deadline. So they'll probably trade for two guys that'll piss everyone off. And that's what they usually do. And motoring along, sweeping the Minnesota Twins this week.
Have we reached that point of the season, though, where the Dodgers are bored and they're going to kind of go into a little bit of a dive and everybody panics and then the end of the season comes and they take off and everything's just fine? Because this feels like the time of the year where the Dodgers and maybe the Yankees to an extent and some of these other teams, this is kind of when the boredom sets in for these guys. Chewing lollipops and all that kind of stuff, you know?
Well, that's just Jazz Chisholm, man. You got to have the style, Bob. You don't have the razzmatazz. I don't have the razzle dazzle either, so I don't understand. That's old school, right? That's like guys with the toothpicks. They outlawed toothpicks. When I was a kid, I used to collect baseball.
UL Washington, former Royal, man.
That's right. Royal legend, the powder blues and the toothpick. He had the style. Yeah. I love, like, Jazz Chisholm is the antithesis of what the Yankees had always been when I was growing up. So it's very odd to me to watch the Yankees with Jazz Chisholm and see, like, he does everything that the old George Steinbrenner would have been released. Or it's like Steinbrenner he was an all-star and Steinbrenner would release him saying, "No, you're not a Yankee. You're not playing the game the right way," or whatever. And I know times have changed and all that. I still think Jazz Chisholm will not be back with the Yankees, though, next year. He's a free agent, I believe, after this year. I don't think they're going to bring him back. He's playing a little bit better recently and all that. But yeah, as far as your question about the Dodgers and the Yankees and the dog days, yeah, the All-Star game, we're still a month away or so from the All-Star game. That's usually around the time things slow down a little bit. And even though the Dodgers have this great record and all that, I still think they're not living up to what they could be. I watch them on a regular basis, and I still think they should have more wins and they should be more dominant. And a lot of these games, they're squeaking by, and nobody pays attention to it when it's all done. If you win the World Series, it's obviously all goes away and all that. But I still think they could be better. I don't think they've reached the higher level this season yet where they could be, even though they have like the top record in baseball.
Yeah, the Dodgers will just be like the Chiefs when it comes to December, except their December is September, if that makes any sense. You'll get to September, and then they'll finish the month like 20-10, and Ohtani will hit 10 home runs and steal 10 bases. You're like, oh, okay, F me. I guess we're gonna do this all over again, right?
Yeah.
So what advice do you want to give myself and Bob as we march with the Netherlands today in Kansas City?
Well, I listen. Are you both going? Are you?
You better believe it.
Oh yeah, you got good tickets.
We have 2 feet and a pavement road to walk with these.
Have you not seen what the Netherlands do when they come over and they take over? They do these marches. Yeah, we're marching with the Netherlands.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing the full.
Yes, that's why I'm all oranged up today. I got my Ned shirt on today.
I was wondering. I was like, what? I couldn't make out that. And I was like,
the hat's my kid's school, but it's orange and it works. And it's actually a perfect match.
So what? Give me I need the story. I've seen some of the clips online, but
so we're supposed to get some, I don't know, I guess some pretty serious rain, they say. And so they're starting to party at like 9:15, and then Fescoe and I and Mac and some other people from the station, we're busting downtown going to Power and Light where they're having like the meet. And then you walk from Power and Light to the Fan Fest, which is at the World War I Memorial, and you just walk with the orange, man, or as they say, you march with the Netherlands.
Oh, that's great. That's a great spot, too, that on the hill there overlooking.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
There's a guy
Have
pointing
you ever
to tell
marched
you.
with the Netherlands? Have
I've
you ever
never-
marched with any soccer teams before?
I have been to that memorial though. Last time
Yeah.
I was there. It's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
I like the view. That's great. So I'll look for you guys online then. And are you going to bring a sign saying "Listen to"?
No,
Fescoe and-
we'll be the ones that wear an orange.
Yeah, we'll be in orange.
No, you got to bring a station banner or something like that. You got to do some.
You think we got one of those?
There's no banner. What are you talking
No,
about?
we'll take the one out of the studio, but then we have to remember to bring it back, Ben.
Oh, that's always a problem. Yeah,
You know.
bringing it
Have
back.
you seen the videos from last night at FanFest in Kansas City with the Netherlands fans? If it's anything like I saw last night, holy cow, this is going to be insane today.
I'm jealous. That sounds like a wonderful experience. Yet again, as we said last week, watching this so far, not that I don't appreciate the talent of soccer, this thing's all about the fans so far, and it's been great. Everyone's been wonderful. There've been no hiccups, at least I can't recall any so far. So it's been smooth sailing. Everyone seems like they're having a good time. The beer is flowing. The women are beautiful. Everything's great.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I hate to sound all corny, but I mean, it's done great things for this world, man. Like, people are happy right now. Everybody's watching soccer. I've been part of some of the events that have gone on here. Everybody's in a great mood. Like, this may have been the best thing at the best time for this world. Not just this country, but this world, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I was out, I saw some of the games here in LA, and I was going around, and I was in Santa Monica. I saw a ton of our European brothers and sisters walking around. And the great thing about European soccer fans, I'm sure it's the same thing in Kansas City. Hey, listen, you're wearing the gear all over. You're not taking it off, going around saying I want to be incognito. No, you're wearing the jersey. You got the hat. The kids are in the merch. The whole thing. And
Yeah.
it's great.
It is. It's a lot of fun. I saw some people from the Netherlands the other day wandering around downtown KC, all oranged up and ready to go. I'm like, this is what it is all about, man. And the games are great, but it is. It's the bringing together of the people and all this kind of stuff. It has been so much fun. Who's got a better chance of playing in the NFL, Sorsby or Terrion Arnold?
Well, if he can get furloughed, Arnold, but that does not look good. I'm going to go none of the above. How about that? I think you, Bob, and Dusty have a better chance of playing in the NFL than these two guys. I wouldn't bet on it, but yeah, good luck. Good luck for both those guys. Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable. Ben, have a great weekend. Enjoy the World Cup. Enjoy figuring out the second round of the NBA draft, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you.
There he is, our guy, Ben Maller of Fox Sports Radio.
One word.
First name is blank, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise. Katie Holmes. No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of three, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3.
Velociraptor. This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin. And now I'm getting pictures of Steve Sachs in my feed. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. It is one word time, brought to you by Maloney's, the Sand Trap, and The Landing. 3 great local spots that have delicious food, cold drinks, and TVs galore to watch your favorite sports teams. They all 3 have outdoor patio seating to enjoy the lovely spring weather for a few more days, and then it'll be summer if you like to be hot. You have all those opportunities to go to those patios at all 3 locations. And today at The Landing, since it is Thursday, $8 cheeseburger and fries. Happy hour starts at 3 o'clock. It goes until 7 p.m. And live music on the outdoor patio from 7 until 10. All of that at The Landing today, as it is one word. Mac, take it away.
Let's do it. Okay, first off, I need the text line's help. Jay Southland Tow Service text line phone number 913-586-7965. 586-7965. I need your help because Bob needs your help too. He froze yesterday, ran into some Netherlands fans. They said, what should we do? They already had the barbecue.
That's what he said. He goes, we already had the barbecue.
And you're like, well, yeah, what's next?
College basketball experience is right here. I mean, we don't like
And they're like,
basketball.
Go to the Negro Leagues Museum.
They're not American sports fans, so I was trying to
That's
think
history.
of other things to do,
Yeah.
American, non-sports related.
World War I?
I sent them to the Legends.
To do what?
Well, they're staying out in Lenexa.
Okay.
So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, the Legends is
Bunch of
close
stuff
to
to
you.
do.
Go see the Sporting KC Stadium. Make sure you go see the current stadium. Obviously, they're huge soccer fans, so I was trying to direct them towards soccer activities and things to do. And so,
text line.
Top 5
Boring.
things you would have done.
Yep.
Yeah. What would you have told these guys to do? Because they're going to see the Liberty Memorial today, obviously, with the march up there. And you can't get up there right now with FanFest, obviously, going on. And so they were like, yeah, we're just, what do you think? I'm like, go see Sporting Park, man. Go see the Current Stadium, the only women's facility in the history of the world that's right here in Kansas City. Some cool stuff to look at. But I did. I froze. He goes, we've already had the barbecue. I was like,
oh, dang it.
Go get more of it.
Yeah, there's more places.
And then I thought, like, is there something else that we could show these people besides the barbecue? It's like a bunch of Karen Kornacki's walking around. Have you had the barbecue yet?
Go to the Nelson Atkins. Go to the
Nelson
Jazz
Atkins.
Museum.
Yeah.
Go to the Roastery tour. Go to the Boulevard tour.
There we go. You got some good ones. The zoo.
Yeah.
Another texter says. Yeah. There's some good ones. We can help out.
Someone says, tell them to hit up Drew for the VIP experience at Dave & Buster's.
It is orange.
Yeah. And speaking of the Nordic March, Norway, baby, today in Kansas City, they take on, I believe, Tunisia tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And the march at 11:15. The Orange March, the double-decker bus with Franz Peters, been driving it for 22 years, gets it on a ship across the Atlantic Ocean to America, drives it around every World Cup, been doing it for 22 years. We're going today. You guys should all do it if you can, if your schedules allow you to. One word on the march today.
Memorable. I'm already saying it's going to be one of the more memorable things that we've participated in and had the opportunity to be involved in. I am so looking forward to today.
Mm-hmm.
My one word would be
Mexican. Yes. Eat steak. Of course, steak. Texas barbecue.
I thought I was going to say amazing. No, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. It's once in a lifetime. Yeah, it's once in a lifetime. Yep. It's going to be great. It's a splash in the pan of an event. It's here. It sizzles. It burns hot, and then it's gone. I don't want to miss anything. And this is something that I want to experience. I did the watch party last week with you guys in Belton. That was fun. To kind of see people not care and then all of a sudden care.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere. It was crazy to watch that. And then today, hopefully meet Kay Adams and propose.
Less than a month. That's what you got. To make the most of it, go do something.
Yeah, it is. A couple of weeks left. I mean, it's gone fast, guys. You know,
it's very, very fast.
And I'm trying to take advantage. Again, I'm not able to go to the games. I can't afford that, just like just about all of us, right?
Yeah.
So I've had the opportunity to be invited to the KC house over the weekend. That was a lot of fun. They've done some great stuff down there. And it's been incredible just being out in the town. And I know there's a lot of people in the suburbs. I don't see any because you're not where the action is. Get downtown, get to the plaza, get to the crossroads, get to all of that area where the streetcar is. And that's what I also told the guy from the Netherlands. I said, we've got this streetcar. Literally, you can get on it in the river market and ride the entire length. And there's something at every stop that you need to see, too. It's the perfect kind of line to see everything really in Kansas City right there on that streetcar line. So you can just hop on and hop off and, see all of that kind of stuff that's around. But, yeah, this is it today, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very entertaining. And it's going to be, I think, one of those things that we talk about for a very long time. Remember that march when we were down there?
Yeah.
I mean, Dusty and I are still talking about trying to get an Uber for a parade in 2015. That's 11 years ago.
Yeah. They're going to be loud, too, tonight. They're going to try and break what we know is our Guinness World Record that was made back in 2014, the loudest fans in the world, the loudest stadium in the world. Netherlands fans have a chance to break that record. One word.
Crisis. This is going to be a crisis in the kingdom if this happens, guys. What are we going to do?
Oh, well, I can tell you there's a few text line people that are going to say,
yeah.
Doesn't count.
No, I mean, if they break, and I think the Guinness guy is going to be there, maybe. Wow. I don't know but why they were talking about this, but
scared.
If they break the record, man, we're going to have to get it back next year. So which game, if they break the record tonight for noise, do we want to get that noise record back next year? Is it opening night against
the home
Denver?
Opener, man.
Let's go.
Football.
Grab it back against Denver on opening night. But, I hate to be this guy. I don't want them to break that noise record tonight. But there's crisis in the kingdom if that does happen.
Yeah, set the tone. I would say challenge, because there's a lot of people in this town that fail to appreciate what's going on because they just don't give it a try. It's like the kid. I hate onions. Have you ever had them? No. Maybe you'd like them. Do you like pico? Love it. Onions. Do you like Philly cheesesteaks? Yep. Onions. Hate soccer. It's boring. Have you gone and tried to do anything that maybe you might be uncomfortable trying out for the first time?
Nope.
Okay. But I think it's going to be, challenge, man. Put that on, Arrowhead.
Put yourself out there.
149.8. Okay, Monday night, 150. Suck it, Broncos.
Yeah.
Utah Jazz will open Vegas Summer League against the Washington Wizards. It's going to be Darren Peterson versus AJ Dubbanza, July 9th, 6 p.m. Summer League, one word.
Ratings.
Hell yeah.
I think, people are going to watch that. And that's probably the only Summer League game both of those guys play.
July 9th, a Thursday. Oh, no, I think they'll play more.
You do?
I do. Maybe
Okay.
not Darren, but I think AJ will.
Okay.
More Roth. Thursday the 9th. Thursday.
I'd say future, right? You want what is it that Vern said? For the Royals to be good, Cags and Carter have to be good, or one has to be great. For the future of the NBA to continue with this young talent that we're seeing, one of these guys has to be great, or both of these guys have to be good. Pick one and pick two. We've seen a lot of one picks go down and pick two go up. We've seen picks two go up and picks one go down. So I hope this is the future of more young talent coming to the league, especially with Wagler and Akoff and Boozer and, all these guys. But these are the two names. These are the 1 and 2, right? This is Big 12. Now this is big leagues. So let's see it continue.
Yeah, that'd be fun to see this kind of become a rivalry for a long time in the NBA. Odds would say one of those guys probably isn't going to be around, and I would bet that's Debansa. I think Darren Peterson's going to be the next superstar in this league. Man, people are going to love watching that kid play.
A lot of people thought LaMelo Ball would be the next superstar. Maybe not superstar, but he's been really good. He's now engaged in trade talks. Toronto and, I believe, Minnesota are the two teams heavily pursuing. One word.
COVID, because I don't know who LaMelo Ball is unless we have COVID and the dad's yelling.
To me, it's interesting because I thought he was kind of somebody that fit that Hornets system that they were going with last year. Of course, they're the team that shoots the most threes of anybody, but they connect quite a bit. That's kind of his game. But I'm wondering if the playoffs kind of scared them away because he kind of, down the leg in the playoffs, did he not?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, big time. Big time, yeah, and you just never know what he's going to do. He's kind of a punk. Yeah, he's a punk. He doesn't.
He's the guy we
player.
talked about when they were like, "How many green Skittles are in this jar?" He picked it up and threw it and broke it on the thing, and their social media was like, "Really, LaMelo?"
Yeah.
He's like,
that guy's a douche.
He is.
There's really no other way to describe that guy. Douchebag.
He's 16 years old still. It's like, come on, man.
Like, no,
you got to
not.
grow up, man.
You're making real man money right now in a real big world.
Like adults acting like children. Come on, man.
They're crashing into cars and driving away.
Yeah, and dropping things of
gang,
Skittles.
gang, baby.
Yeah, it's not.
No, come on, grow up.
So good for you.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously, grow up, though. I mean,
You're
it's
right,
time.
you're
You're
right.
a professional athlete. You're an adult. Once you get over the age of 21, stop acting like a child.
Talking about Rasheed Rice or
Get bent. Well, this conversations for a lot of people, though.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of these guys grow up.
Figure it out. We can listen to Cleveland radio host bitch and moan more about Brennan Swordsman maybe later on today.
Yeah, we got to get to that.
Yeah.
We really do. I mean, every time
More
I see
audio.
it's just incredible. It really, it's just incredible. You got to wait for it.
Coming up on the other side, though, we get to smash or pass, and it's all things orange here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
And thank you to The Landing. Get your cheeseburger, get your fries, happy hour 3 to 7, and some live music from 7 to 10.
Well done.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed.
Well, that's dog. Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and from those makers of Surfside, something new is hitting the shelves this summer. Introducing Super Light, the new vodka plus aid can cocktail. Inspired by classic sports drink flavors, Super Light comes in 4 delicious flavors: fruit punch, orange, lemon lime, and my favorite, the blue chill. With only 90 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 bubbles, Super Light delivers a refreshing taste that's perfect for the summer. Whether you're on the greens and making those putts, shooting hoops with your friends, or soak up the sun at a baseball game, Super Light is here to fuel the moment.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And right now, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Sun's out, so dads are too. This Father's Day at Lowe's, shop the gear that'll make his summer. Get 2 free select DeWalt power tools when you buy a select 5 amp-hour battery kit for weekends in the garage. Plus, get a free Blackstone 6-piece stainless steel griddle kit when you buy a select Blackstone griddle. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off, and that means your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. Even if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you keep your bet alive, and it keeps you in the action for even longer. So now you're in it until the final whistle. The Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. This summer is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be even better with our friends over at FanDuel. All you need to do is visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the same page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or injury, your bet automatically will transfer to the substitute who replaces that player. Go to FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer for the World Soccer Championship with FanDuel. FanDuel is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 and President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Heading towards downtown, 70 westbound, a little sluggish from Prospect into the downtown loop, continuing on the 670. Stay sluggish to Broadway. 71 northbound, slow rolling into downtown from about 18th Street. Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound, checking in heavy. Getting onto 435, stay sluggish, and off again, on again, slowdowns from there to the state line. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
This is a great question before we get a smash or pass. Does it really count if they break the sound record since it's Kansas City Stadium, not Arrowhead?
That's a good question.
There we go. That's the loophole.
That is the loophole right there, Mac. You're absolutely right. There
Actually, they didn't break the record.
I like that. That's really good.
Because like Bobby Wood Jr., if he's a Royal for life, if he can't ever break the Kauffman Stadium home run record. So
No.
Sal will walk away as a record that will never be broken.
Never be broken. Literally a record that will never, ever be. That's cool, though. It really is. Sorry, you can't break this record ever because, well, this stadium doesn't exist anymore. Now they could say most home runs or something like that, I'm sure. But no, you got to go with the Kauffman Stadium record and Salvador Perez, obviously, for all of that. So, no, I think it happens. I mean, if they break the noise record, it just gives us something else to do on opening night against the Denver Broncos, where people are going to be fired up anyway, right? I mean, people are going to be excited for the start of the season. Mahomes is coming back. Denver's kind of had our number the last 2 years. Now we get a chance to set the noise record as well. Let's go. Let's do all this. I'm sure the Chiefs are like, please don't break this record. We don't have to do this again.
No, don't do it.
This drop comes from August 15th, 2024. So this is right when we started doing this show for the first time. So when you hear this drop, I always say that same thing about sex. There you go. When you hear that, you want to be caller number 5.
Few and far between was the question.
I always say that same thing about sex. Yeah. So when you hear that drop and you're caller number 5, tell Mac that he's awesome.
Mac's awesome.
Tell Mac that you need to help Dusty find Kay Adams today. And then say, Mac, thanks for answering my phone call. I appreciate it. So those are 3 things when you hear that drop and be caller number 5. Today, Smash or Pass, which every time we do this, it is brought to you by Booth Creek Wagyu, KC's best steaks, now with 2 locations, 95th at Knoll and 135th at Metcalf. Also, Shawnee Mission Ford. On a mission to do more. Online at ShawneeMissionFord.com. Smash or Pass today, all things orange, because we're gonna go to the Orange Walk, right? The march.
Do you know who the Grand Orange was in Major League Baseball? I would think you would know this one. Mac, no chance. But I would think your dad has probably said something.
No.
Rusty Staub.
I should know that. That name sounds familiar.
Le Grand Orange, because he was a redhead, played for Montreal. So he was Grand Orange.
Okay. We start with orange juice.
We call Jay Binkley that here.
Orange juice with pulp.
Out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm out on orange juice just in general. It gives me heartburn, acid reflux, all that kind of
Mac
stuff.
loves it.
Yeah, there's nothing better than a glass of fresh squeezed orange. It just doesn't sit well with me, but the pulp.
I think I'm drinking pubes.
It's awful. The pulp is just too thick. It just gets in the
People
way
get
of
it with
the actual
extra pulp.
They do?
There's a Tropicana orange juice with extra pulp.
Why do you want the pulp, though?
I like it.
You do? Why?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I don't know. I just like it. I don't know. I just like it.
Better than non-pulp.
Equal. I don't mind. I think it's great.
Either way.
Yeah, either way is going to be fantastic. Honestly, yeah, maybe even better than without the pulp. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's no reason.
See, orange juice for us growing up, though, was a lot different. It was a frozen can of concentrate that you poured in and then added water in.
Oh, that was the best.
I mean, you stirred it with it was awful,
your
right?
mom would put it in a glass of hot water while she got everything ready for breakfast, and then right when breakfast was done, she'd crack that can open.
Do they still have that orange juice?
You better believe it.
They do?
From
Okay.
concentrate.
But nobody used it. Like, our childhood, everybody used it. Maybe we were poor or something, and we were making this orange juice out of frozen concentrate or whatever we were doing back in the day. But, I mean, like, my sister, the one time my dad went away for business, it was a one-night trip once. My sister was so upset, who's going to pour the juice? Because, like, that's all my dad did around the house, right? Still to this day, I mean.
You got to get the coleslaw.
Yeah.
Who's going to pour the juice?
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
No, not that concentrate stuff. No, that's awful.
Speaking of juice, smash or pass carrot juice.
Nah. No, yes, I'll do carrot juice.
They had a lot of that in Jamaica, and it was great.
Yeah,
it's a good morning startup.
I'll tell you what, carrot juice. Years ago, Hanson and I, on that same trip when he ordered everything at the Del Taco, right? We spent the night with Ryan Lefevre at his house, and Ryan, of course, has a juicer and eats healthy. And so,
of course, look at the man.
Exactly. So I got a juicer because of Ryan Lefevre. And the trick is for the carrot juice, and I'm not kidding, stick an apple in there. Juice all your carrots, throw one apple in there, gives a little bit of a sweetness to it, changes the entire complexity of your carrot juice.
Yeah. Okay.
So thank you, Ryan.
Yes.
That was 10 years ago. And I still have that juicer. One of our great listeners, who I still talk to almost every day on X and Twitter and all that, sold it to me at Bed Bath & Beyond. He's no longer there. And I'm still actually using that juicer. More for cocktails, but hey, whatever. Yeah.
Somebody makes a good point on the text line that Cat should actually be the record holder for the most home runs at Kauffman Stadium. He's got 3 years.
3 years.
He'll hit 100 home runs a year.
Yeah. Well, it's cool because he'll get to have his own record at the new stadium.
Yeah, I hope. Somebody says canned orange juices. That's welfare, OJ.
I mean, back in the 80s, though, everybody had that stuff. And then they had Five Alive. Do they still have Five Alive that's frozen?
Oh.
Five Alive.
Yeah, look that up. I don't think Five Alive's still allowed anymore. It's probably got a lot of colors we're not allowed to eat and drink and consume. Probably shouldn't have never been allowed to consume Five Alive. But that was a treat, man.
Smash or pass, all things orange. The iconic nacho cheese Dorito.
Yeah, smash.
Oh, absolutely. Big time.
One of the greatest chips of all time.
Yes.
It's up there.
They turned it into a taco for a reason.
Yeah.
It's damn good.
It's the OG of let's go.
By the way, if you ever want to have like a sweet like fatty meal, say you had tacos the night before, go get a party bag of the nacho cheese Doritos and do sheet pan nachos with those.
I thought you were going to say walking taco.
Oh, yeah. Or that. Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
You just don't have to hold it.
So you know what a walking taco is, right?
Of course.
For sure.
I brought that up years ago with Kling and B-Dub, and they looked at me like I had 6 heads. What? Because they're like, what's your favorite concession item? I'm like, oh, the walking taco is always great. Where are you going for a concession to have a walking taco?
B-Dub, you know taco? Yeah. You know walking? Yeah. You know walking taco? No. What do you mean you walk when you eat the taco? Yes.
Yeah, pretty
Kling's
much.
like, I don't want to do that.
It's really good.
Kling's like,
Kling's like, you put mayonnaise on it? Smash or pass orange Tic Tacs.
Nah, I'll probably pass on
I used to
those.
love those.
I like it. If I'm going to eat a mint, I want a minty flavor mint. Yeah, it's
I love Tic Tacs. Yes, any color.
But also Tic Tac, that's maybe the most useless of the mints.
Yeah, you get like 2 seconds of fresh breath.
That's it. And you got to pour in half the pack to do any damage.
Do you remember the strips, the Listerine
Oh,
strips?
yeah.
Those things kicked my ass.
Those were
man.
great.
Crazy.
They get on the roof of your mouth like worse than a Vegemite sandwich. Smash or pass candy corn.
Yeah, I'll eat
Smash.
it. Yeah. Not a huge fan, but I'll eat it. I like the pumpkin ones.
Smash or pass sweet potatoes.
Yeah, smash.
Big time.
Big time? Okay.
Big time.
Smash or pass Cheeto Puffs.
Pass.
Like
the
smash,
texture
but-
just reminds me of eating styrofoam that has orange dust on it.
Yeah, I'll eat a few. Honestly, I guess I'll pass. I'd eat a few, but they're fine.
Smash or pass crunchy Cheetos.
Smash.
Smash those. Yeah.
Absolutely.
My
And
mother
then-
used to eat the hell out of those.
Favorite chip is
amazing.
baked Cheetos. That is my favorite chip.
The smash or pass Tang is the question on the text line.
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, hard pass.
I don't believe I've had Tang. I know what it
you
is.
probably wouldn't.
We used to pay like
Yeah.
$300 a kid at KinderCare, and they fed us Tang
Tang.
and gingerbread brownies.
I mean,
Boy, that made my mom happy.
I mean, that's what you got back in the day. You Tang.
Tang and gingerbread brownies. And my mom goes, "You're getting $500 from this family, and you're feeding my kid Tang?
Yeah.
This is our last year."
We had tomato soup and grilled cheese. That's what prompted me to never eat that stuff again from the time I was 3.
I don't know if you guys have had these. I used to love these as a kid. I haven't had one since I was probably 9. But the cinnamon rolls with the orange cream on top.
No, I never had that.
Oh, I have never had that.
Okay.
Sounds like a smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there's a walking taco place in Branson. Pretty dope. All right.
Sweet.
I need to get to Branson. I think I give it too much of a bad rap, and then I'm going to get down there and be like, we don't need to go
I went
there.
last year for a concert.
I want to go for Christmas.
Christmas may be
That'd be
different.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that in New York, I want to go for Christmas. Smash or pass Sunny D.
Big time.
I'll pass
Big
on that
time
too.
Smash.
It's an orange juice type substance, I'm out.
Fair. It was big when I was a kid.
A smash or pass orange sherbet.
Yeah, I'll eat that.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
absolutely.
Yep,
yeah.
that's a smash.
Put that in a bowl with some Tito's vodka.
I like rainbow.
Rainbow sherbet. I
Tito's
always say
vodka.
The same thing about sex.
Shout out to Tito's Vodka. They're sponsoring our Building Hope for Autism golf tournament on the 10th of July. We got a couple of spaces available if anybody wants to register for that golf tournament, Building Hope for Autism. You can find them online. I'm part of the board for Building Hope for Autism. Shout out to the Sherman family for helping us out with something. John and Marnie Sherman, wonderful human beings. You won't find better Kansas Cityans than John and Marnie Sherman. So I want to shout out to them for helping us with an event that we'll announce here in a little bit that we're putting on. Awesome. Thank you so much to John and Marnie Sherman. That's all I got to say about that. They made so many people's day yesterday, and they don't even know it. And it's so awesome to see. But we're going to have that golf tournament coming up, and you had just mentioned something there, and I totally lost my train of thought about the golf tournament coming up. We got a couple of spots available. What did you say before the smash or pass?
The orange cinnamon rolls.
The orange cinnamon roll. There was one other one.
Tito's and
no,
vodka?
Tito's. Yeah. So Tito's has become a sponsor of our tournament. They bought out the entire course, so anybody who orders anything with Tito's, free.
Damn.
Yeah.
You
So
better
if you
see
want to
it.
play in that golf tournament, buildinghopeforautism.org and sign up.
Nice.
Tell Maloney to meet you at 9th Street at 9.
Yeah. Five Alive is still sold in Canada and Nigeria. There you go.
Canada and Nigeria.
That's where you can get your Five Alive. Yep.
Beautiful.
You always find the answers. That is Smash or Pass, brought to you by Booth Creek Wagyu, KC's Best Steaks, now with 2 locations, 95th at Knoll and 135th at Metcalf, and Shawnee Mission Ford on a mission to do more. Online at ShawneeMissionFord.com. When you talk to Mac, if you're caller number 5, you got to tell him he's awesome. You got to tell him, hey, man, good luck today at the March, and get Dusty to get with Kay Adams, and then just say thank you for the $50 Booth Creek Wagyu gift card. So coming up next, we'll get into a fun Chiefs discussion here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mac's awesome.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circus Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. Dane Hughes here, and for everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circus Sports app. Then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circus Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circusports.com today. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's a lawman, 3-time DUI award-winning attorney in Kansas City. You wanted results? Here you go. First-degree murder charge, dismissed. Felony DUI, dismissed. Felony to misdemeanor, multiple. Felony jury trial, not guilty. Call the lawman, 816-816-9111. Take it away.
The lawman gets results of the law. Call the lawman. Let the fight begin.
Voted by Pitch and Casey Magazine, the choice of a lawyer shouldn't be based on advertisements.
When you need electrical services, AB May is here to help your house feel like a home again. Serving Kansas City for over 65 years, AB May handles it all, from generators, electrical panels, home lighting, and much more. When it comes to your home, solved is our standard. And AB May is committed to doing things the right way every time. Trusted by generations. Call AB May at 913-383-2222 or visit abmay.com today.
Call your serviceman from AB May.
They call this one Bill.
Whoa, aliens? Am I in a spaceship?
Affirmative, Bill.
What's with the laser saw?
Relax. We are cutting our bill in half.
What?
An Xfinity mobile transmission says you can cut your bill in half.
Oh, your mobile bill, not me, Bill.
Ah. Xfinity Mobile also says we can try it free for a year. Free.
Yes, with no commitment. Can we put the saw away?
I am reluctant. But we will find another being to bisect.
That's not sci-fi. It's Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity Internet members cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings compares one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees, extra. $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
This 4th of July, light up the night with Freedom Family Fireworks. We're family-owned and packed with the biggest deals of the season. Get buy one, get one free specials. Grab the Godfather assortment for just $5.99 and get free Excalibur shells when you spend $250 or more. With locations in Liberty, Lee Summit, Pleasant Hill, Cameron, Chillicothe, and our air-conditioned superstore at Highway 291 and 210 just before the Missouri River. Visit freedomfamilyfireworks.com. Then stop by your nearest Freedom Family Fireworks location today. While supplies last, see store for details.
Stuck on the railroad crossing? Get out of your vehicle. For help, call the number on the blue and white emergency notification system sign at the crossing. Give them the crossing number to alert train traffic. Remember, find the blue and white to save your life. For more information, visit oli.org.
Shawnee Mission Ford, on a mission to do more. Visit our inventory at ShawneeMissionFord.com.
Hey, it's Cole, and I have exciting news. Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. Over at Shawnee Mission Ford, you pay what they pay, and you still get the rebates and incentives offered by Ford, along with the top trade-in value from Shawnee Mission Ford, who's on a mission to do more in 26.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Heading towards downtown, 70 westbound, a little sluggish from Prospect into the downtown loop, continuing on to 670. Stay sluggish to Broadway. 71 northbound, slow rolling into downtown from about 18th Street. Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound, checking in heavy. Getting onto 435, stay sluggish, and off again, on again, slowdowns from there to the state line. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Hey, it's Carter Jensen, and this is your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. Welcome into Fescoe and Dusty.
I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
A show that, analytically, exists between 6 and 10 weekday mornings on Kansas City's only FM sports station, 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, buddy.
Live from the studios that brought you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Here's Bob Fescoe and Dusty Likens.
Welcome back into 96.5 The Fan. Mac Morey, Bob Fescoe, Dusty Likens with you. You know, when you do all things orange, you're going to miss a few. Circus peanuts.
Yeah. My buddy Britt texted me because did I miss candied orange slices? I said I was kind of waiting for that one, too. I thought we'd have the candied orange slices.
The creamsicle.
Creamsicle's a good one.
Fire.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The circus peanuts, passing on that. Have you ever eaten those? That's, again, like styrofoam.
Yeah, very styrofoamy.
What about those little peach rings? Remember those?
Yeah,
Like
those are
$1
good. Yeah,
station?
those are really good, yeah.
I used to put them around my tongue. Kind of nice. Somebody says, one of those NASCAR guys was flirting with Kay pretty hard on Sunday. Look out, Dustman. I mean, she has no interest in the Make-A-Wish version of Carter Jensen today. But
never know.
Yeah, I mean, you could just rizz her out, you know?
Yes. Wonder where she will be. I'm sure she'll be.
She's not going to be
on a rooftop.
There's no way she's walking.
Overlooking. No, of course not.
Absolutely not. She's probably at Fan Festival waiting for it all to get there, and then that's when we make our move. And that's when I get arrested and a restraining order gets placed. I'm not that creep. So when it comes to the Chiefs season, right? Of course, we're already, I think we're what we would call breakdown mode, right? Breaking down the roster that we think is going to be there, the guys that could potentially be roster
I don't think
surprise.
I'm quite there yet, breaking down the 53-man roster at this stage of the game.
Well, Ron Kopp of Arrowhead Pride, good man on that website. Done a lot of good stuff with Ron Kopp myself. He kind of, goes into this whole thing, breaking down PFS all Chiefs team of best players from the last 20 years. Which is interesting because they had Mahomes at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Your running back was Jamal Charles.
Yeah.
Your wide receivers are Hill and Bo. Your slot receivers were Rasheed Rice. Tight ends are obviously two of the greatest ever do it, Kelsey and Gonzalez. Your offensive line is Fisher, Tooney, Humphrey, Smith, and Schwartz. So, would you change anything? Is there a name that's missing that maybe in the last 20 years you would put in above another name?
I think you have to look at the quarterback position and think about Brody Croyle on that list a little bit. No.
Can you have a serious discussion about Rice and Watkins?
Oh, you would replace Rice with Watkins. That's
They've played about the same amount of games, haven't they?
Yeah.
If you're going to put Rice up there, Watkins was special when he was on the field with Mahomes.
Yeah, he was.
That's the only one that I saw that list last night that I'm like, what? Does Sammy count?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. And why wouldn't he count?
He's a slot guy.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't Sammy Watkins count in that situation? But I took away from the wide receiver position as well was like, boy, Bo and Hill and Rice, that shows you the lack of development that this organization has truly had at that wide receiver spot. The fact that Dwayne Bowe is still considered one of the best wide receivers in the last 20 years here in Kansas City.
Had one of the best years
He
as a
did.
receiver.
Had an incredible year with
Contract
Matt
year.
Castle. I mean, it was an incredible year that him and Matt
And
Castle
then
had back in
gone.
2010. And then it never resurfaced, and that was that. And so you look at what, we have at that wide receiver position, and that was the glaring thing to me. I'm like, man, we just can't find a guy at that position to be that guy that we've developed other than Tyreek Hill over the last, since Dick Vermeil was here, since before that, who have we had,
Mac, is there a name that you would replace? Or you good with that? Because we can do defensive side and on the other side of the offensive discussion, but
I'd stick. I mean, Brian Waters was one that I thought about and sticking him at right guard instead of Trey Smith. I know technically he was left guard, and then I kind of looked up some of the stats. He was first-team All-Pro in 04 and 05, so technically 20 years would be 06, and then he was a 4-time Pro Bowler starting in 06 and after that. So he was still great, but those first-team All-Pro years were technically before 20. But that was one that I thought of, Brian Waters over Trey Smith.
Brian Waters would be an
I know he's left side,
addition.
but still.
Yeah, if you're just looking at two guards, because you can't take Joe Tooney out of that lineup. Joe Tooney,
no. He's
Joe
all time.
Tooney
You can put him on left tackle and left guard.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, Joe Tooney may go down as one of the best offensive linemen in Chiefs history, if not
NFL history.
Yeah, NFL history.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. He's that good. But he only played here 3 years, so it's tough to have okay, let's make or 4 years, 01 to 21 to 24, whatever that is. It's hard to say somebody's the greatest of all time and on an all-time list when they've had a very small career in this organization. But again, it's the NFL. Careers aren't that long. Joe Tooney, man, I mean, my God.
And he only goes to the playoffs or the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
First year with Caleb Williams
Playoffs,
last year.
yeah.
Playoffs. Mahomes every year, Super Bowl. Tom Brady, Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So he's protected 2 or almost 3 of the faces of the NFL.
Yes.
According to
some.
According
Yeah.
to Chicago.
Right.
Why is he not the face? Defensive side, they go Chris Jones, Mike DeVito as your interior lineman. Nose tackle, Dontari Poe. Your edge rushers, come on, Houston and Ali. Your linebackers, Johnson and Bolton. Your cornerbacks on the outside, Flowers and Carr. Slot, McDuffie. Safety, Barry and Tyrann Mathieu. Justin Reed misses the list.
Yeah, I would have put Justin Reed over Eric Berry just because of recency bias, I think. He's got the Super Bowl championships, and that's not a knock against Eric Berry, but so we can have that debate all day, but I would put Justin Reed over there for recency bias and team success more so than Eric Berry had. That's the only reason, and again, not a knock on Eric Berry. I just really like Justin Reed.
Yeah, Eric Berry's one of the best safeties of the century at his peak for those 2 seasons. So, yeah, of course, Goval's one of the best college players of all time. So I got Eric Berry has to make this list. Yeah. This also just shows, subtopic. Man, we have been in a drought for 20 years at the interior defensive line position. Mike DeVito is the name we're bringing up here. Dontari Poe.
Yeah.
That's what we have to hang our hats on, guys, as interior defensive linemen.
Hungry pig right,
It is imperative that these guys in Omar Norman Lott and Peter Woods, Mansour Delane's on the outside, but still, these guys, Kyrie's Tonga, have to step up because it has been a void. It has been a wasteland. Desolate.
Yeah, it really has been. Kind of like the wide receiver position. Now you have a Hall of Famer there, and you had a Hall of Famer at your wide receiver position. Tyreek Hill and Chris Jones is who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who's number 2, though? And that's where the issue is. Great number ones. The number 2s, and that's not Mike DeVito is a really good football player. But if you're talking about the best interior lineman over the last 20 years, yeah.
And you got 13 through 15 with DeVito.
Right.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
right at the beginning of the Andy Reid era, man. I can't believe DeVito's been gone since 2015.
That is kind of crazy.
That guy's awesome. I love that dude, man. He's such a great guy.
I think I would replace Brandon Carr with L'Jarius Sneed.
That's exactly, yes. Agreed. I'm surprised that he wasn't in that.
Flowers was a stud. Carr was a really good player because he was drafted so low and then became a product and then got traded to the Cowboys or got signed by the Cowboys in free agency. But I mean, L'Jarius Sneed, man, the punch out against Flowers, the come up from La Tech, and then obviously going to Tennessee and now back.
Punching Tyreek Hill in the playoffs.
I mean, dude, I'd have L'Jarius Sneed on that list.
Sneed could be on that list too. Yeah,
Sneed's made you could argue the most clutch playoff play of this era.
Him or Sorensen.
Yep, him and Sorensen will both be on that list.
Sneed saved a Super Bowl visit.
Yep. Literally.
He punches that ball out of Zay Flowers after Zay Flowers flexed over his body.
Yeah.
And then it's hold my beer and also go home.
See you later.
So, yeah.
Talk to you later.
Somebody says, was DeVito great here?
He's a good football player.
He was good.
Yeah, he's a good football player.
He was fine.
Yeah.
But to have him on this list is rough.
Right. Who else could be on this list, though?
That's the thing.
That's the thing. Who would you put on this list? Because this is PFF. These are based on grades, right?
These are, yeah.
So it's interesting because I didn't really think about the defensive line. I saw DeVito. I'm like, oh, yeah, DeVito was a good football player. I like him a lot.
I don't know if this is trolling from the text line. They go back to the slot receiver. Said maybe it could be Eddie Kennison.
That's longer than 20 years, though.
Yeah, or Stephon Page.
Yes. Take the month. Take the year.
Satchel's son.
Yeah.
I effing love you.
Yes.
I really do. I don't know who you are, but I love you.
816, Stephon Page.
Let's go.
If you know, you know.
Binkley didn't even know.
Yeah, Gold did. Apparently.
Stephon Page.
Conversation of one.
Greatest feat at Arrowhead of all time.
He goes Stephon Page.
Says Gemini.
816, would you say McDuffie was better than Marcus Peters? Unequivocally, yes.
Yeah, Peters was really good at ball hawking, but he couldn't tackle to save his life. And he got burned more than he got
Oh,
picks.
he didn't want to tackle.
No.
He just wanted to freelance out there.
Coming up, our summer story sessions continue, this time with Mr. Brian Busby, your local meteorologist. It's a good one. You'll want to listen here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for summer story sessions.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday mornings starting at 6 right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I will tell you about Golden Oak Lending because these folks have done so many great things for us over the years. Number one, they let us be part of their family. Now, we took the initiative on that, and they want to have you part of their family as well. And quite honestly, I want you part of the Golden Oak family. So do me a favor and take that free mortgage checkup. It's risk-free. There's no paperwork or credit card required. It's just a phone conversation to find out how much money you can save every single month. And at Golden Oak Lending, the average cash-out customer saves $1,104 per month. And when you refinance with Golden Oak Lending, you'll go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment. Think about what you can do with all of that extra money. Think about that money that you pay for your mortgage every single month. To have 2 months of not having to write that check, that could clear up a lot of things for you. Maybe you can pay for a wedding, some college tuition's coming due. Maybe you got behind on credit cards or home repairs and you need help. Golden Oak Lending is there for you. And like I said, you go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment. That takes us to the beginning of the school year. That would be so great to go the rest of the summer without having to scratch that mortgage check. So get started with that free mortgage checkup right now. It is risk-free, no paperwork or credit card required, just a simple phone conversation to my friends at Golden Oak Lending. 913-890-GOLD. And do what we did. Like Golden Oak Lending, cure your blues.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Well, I'll tell you, it's the little things that make you feel great, right? Anytime somebody goes that extra mile for you, you're always like, man, I really feel awesome like that. And that's how I felt the other day when Aspen Lawn and Pest Control was at my house. They came and they started to mow, which signals to me, get inside, get the dog inside, let them do their job. And as I'm doing all that, I'm kind of watching what the guys are doing, and they're going the extra mile. They're taking care of those little things, a little trim here, make sure they blew all the debris off, even stuff that they didn't create. They took care of the whole yard. And I'm watching these guys, I'm going, this is the Aspen difference. This is what they do. All those little things that go the extra mile that maybe you don't notice, but if it's not done, you probably will. But they do an outstanding job with everything. Our yard looks amazing. It is fantastic. It is wonderful. And the mosquito dome over our house is perfect as well, keeping out all the mosquitoes, the fleas, and the ticks, so our yard is safe for us and our dog as well. Aspen will do a bang-up job for you. Just get with them immediately and mention this ad because they're going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application. Visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Hey, it's Blaine with Smithville Ford. Wouldn't you love getting employee price from everywhere? Well, let's start a rebellion, because right now, Smithville Ford is giving employee pricing to everyone. So what's the real difference in pricing? 2025 Bronco Sport starting at $28,944, less than $30,000, up to $10,000 off MSRP on 2026 F-150s, and you get a lifetime powertrain warranty for free. Go to SmithvilleFord.com right now, because this ends July 6th.
What's got everyone talking?
That would be Talk of the Town Neighborhood Bar and Grill on 135th and Null and 119th and Quivira.
What's got everyone talking?
Everyone's talking about our daily specials, the best burgers and wings in town, great selection of beer and spirits. Oh, it's the dozens of TVs showing your favorite game.
That's what's got everyone talking.
This is Giannis, and now we're talking at Talk of the Town Neighborhood Bar and Grill.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Spain was trading at 17% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $572 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know what they're at today? Check Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. Kalshi, Kalshi, trade on anything. 18 plus only, must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, value, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. Cause 30 told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to the home of the Royals, 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
North KC 169 highway southbound, moving better from Briarcliff down past 9 highway, briefly sluggish at the airport exit. Grandview Triangle 470 westbound looking good, 435 just a little sluggish from there to the state line. Alan Corrin, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
It is another Summer Stories session, and this is one that has pissed all of you basketball people off. We are now joined by local meteorologist Brian Busby. Brian, thanks for being a part of this. This has really been captivating to hear all these stories, but I got to ask you, man, give us the background of why you guys continue to ruin the NBA Finals for everybody when it comes to weather updates in Bloomington, Iowa.
I'll tell you why. Because I'm from Cleveland and I'm a Cavaliers fan. Boom.
Perfect. All right, that's been a great Summer Story edition. Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate the time.
I mean, it's so funny, Brian. You know when big events are here because everybody's ticked off at the weather people because you're interrupting games. So it's like, take us through why not move the game to Channel 29 and do the weather on 9?
Because of contractual obligations and contracts that are between CWs. I mean, we can't put necessarily anything on CW that can't run on any other. We have to go through tons of hoops, and people don't understand that every time we're on, we're losing money because we're not running commercials. So it's not like we want to do it. Honestly and truly, I'm sure if the sales staff had their way, they say, well, Brian, just not go on. But if it's within the 33 counties that make up our viewing area, and Kansas City is the 33rd largest market of 210, New York the biggest, Miles City, Montana the smallest, and anywhere within there, it's part of the obligation of the FCC to keep people safe. So that's why we do it. Now, we did a couple things during, if you'll remember, during the NFL draft, we had to go on as well, and we did a split screen. where we had to go on for hours. And yes, it was closer to Trenton, Missouri than downtown One Kansas City place, but that's still part of why we're on the air. And I know it's a little upsetting, but the thing is, and the analogy I use is like, let's just say I'm your MC. You're sitting down at some banquet. You have the staff taking your order, and, you know, you're having a great conversation. All of a sudden, I get up there with an unscheduled interruption to the printed program to say that somebody's car alarm is going off. If you want me to make that unscheduled interruption for your car when it's going off, you got to sit through it when it's not your car. Same thing with the tornado warning. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.
Yeah,
and that's why my therapist is on speed dial.
I was going to say, Brian, what are the phone calls like when this starts happening? When you're on the air interrupting games, what's it like at the station? What's the feedback like from the viewers?
Well, you know, honestly, because I'm on the air, I don't take the phone calls. You know, there was one time I took one 2 or 3 days afterward, and it was like, weather, Brian. No, my parents were married when they had me. But I can hear on the other side of the newsroom the phone constantly ringing. And I can hear that, you know, they're saying the same thing. We know it's on the air. There's a split screen. That's the best we can do. Please deal with it. So sorry. So it just depends. The emails are worse. And, of course, social media, since we've lost all semblance of being cordial to one another, those, you know, are just brutal. But it's to be expected. It's not like it takes me by surprise. Nothing takes me by surprise anymore. And if anything, it just makes me dig in more to be more confident to do it. And, you know, I hate to bring this up, but back on 9/11, which is a horrible, tragic day, the station was getting phone calls at 2 in the afternoon saying, okay, we know the towers fell, put on General Hospital. Oh my. I mean, if that is what people are saying over something that serious, then certainly they're going to come at us for something maybe less serious. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, no kidding. Talking to Brian Busby here, I want to ask, like, why weather? When did it start?
Wow. It started as fear. It was one of the few tornado watches. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, as I mentioned. And the guy I watched on TV, the only meteorologist I knew, was a guy by the name of Dick Goddard, who is in the Guinness Book of World Records because he had the longest tenured career as a TV weatherman from 1961 to 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. He was the only guy I knew, and there was a tornado watch. And this was on a July 4th, and I was just petrified of thunderstorms. And if you look at a child on the 4th of July anyway, they're covering their ears because they don't know when the boom is going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. And so for me, I didn't put the connection between the flash of light, which is causing the air to heat up, which is causing the sound, which is the thunder, rather. And so I wrote him and asked him what causes thunder, and he invited me down to the TV station from 3rd grade on through 12th grade, and I would go down once a year, and he would tell me what it would take to become a meteorologist, all the math involved, all the models involved. And I was toying between that or becoming a professional musician in an orchestra.
Oh.
And I remember going down and talking to him, and he had a wry sense of humor. And I said, you know, you've been very nice to me, Mr. Goddard. How can I pay you back? And he said, well, if you're lucky, you'll get in this business, and some young man or some young woman will call you up 5 minutes before you're due in the studio. And he stopped, and he looked at me, and the light bulb went off. And I said, did I do that to you? And he said, yep. And so ever since, and he just said, just pay it forward. And I've been so blessed to be a mentor of over 41 people who are still gainfully employed in this business. Some familiar faces you know. Joe Lauria was my college roommate on Fox 4. Mm-hmm. Alex Conti on 4 was one of my interns. Mike Nico on Channel 5 was one of my interns. So it's kind of like being Andy Reid. They have my playbook. They know all the tricks that I taught them, and now they're coming back to haunt me at the other stations, which is kind of funny. But it's kind of rewarding to see them in their careers advance.
It is. I mean, it is so rewarding when you see some of those younger kids that you've come alongside of them and you see them take it to that next level. You feel like a proud dad, you know, in those type of moments. And you've been here, you know, you keep saying a couple of times you're from Cleveland. No, you're a Kansas Citian now, and you've been here forever and a day, and you've done unbelievable things. You're one of the most recognizable people in this town. What was that process like for you to become adopted here and become the most beloved weatherman in Kansas City?
Wow, you're kind for saying that. I think what it is because I'm fortunate enough to be one of 1,300 people who do this across the country, from New York City down to Miles, Montana. Miles, is it, or is it? I was thinking the other one, Bozeman, Montana. Anyway, small market.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, and I tell people this, that I'm an invited guest in people's house. And for this inner city kid from Cleveland, Ohio, to say that he wants to be a TV meteorologist, when I first got into business, and there are only about 5 of us who are African American who are degreed meteorologists in the country. I mean, love Al Roker. He was one of my mentors because I watched him in Cleveland before he went network. But his degree is not in meteorology. Spencer Christian, another one of my mentors, who was able to get me at least looked at Good Morning America when he was leaving. He's also not a meteorologist. There are only about 5 of us who are degreed with all the calculus and all the physics back in 1985 when I was about to start grad school. So for me, it's a privilege to be one of the 1,200 people who do this. And I think you have to invest, since they're investing in you, you have to invest in the community. So Channel 9 was able to find some local charities that were near and dear to my heart. So they weren't assigned to me because it would be good PR. No, my grandmother had multiple sclerosis, and that's the reason I did the MS-150 all those years. The Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon, some of their research dollars would go toward other research for other sort of disabilities. And I just think that I try to make myself somewhat approachable. And you know, on my Facebook page, every Sunday I change out my profile picture when people want to talk to me. And as far as I'm concerned, for me, if you want to take a selfie and you want to document this for your mom or for yourself or for your kid, not a problem, because of that invitation that I'm an invited guest in your house. And I've always thought that for the last, 41 years I've been here. I started the week after the Victory Parade in 85, November of 85 is when I got here. Yeah. So it's been a great ride. So you're right. I mean, birth through high school, Cleveland, 6 years of college, St. Louis University, and then 41 years here.
I mean, it is remarkable. What's the coolest thing that you've had an opportunity to be a part of at Channel 9? It doesn't have to be the weather side of things, but for 41 years, you got to do some pretty incredible things and see some pretty incredible things. What is your favorite memory of those 41 years that you've gotten to see stuff?
Wow.
Besides me working there for a little bit.
Of course. I mean, the Fescoe Busby sort of duo, whenever that happened, was amazing.
It was amazing.
You know, that's going to be tough. You're going to have to stop down and edit, because I just can't think of one. There have been so many numerous ones. I would just say, when we used to do the backyard barbecues, those were sponsored by, I think it went from Hen House to Hy-Vee to Price Chopper, where we would have people sign up and I would do the weather from their backyard, and there'd be a catering from one of those grocery stores, and there'd be a great spread of steak and shrimp and chicken. I mean, they put out a great spread, and this is when Tipton's pies were all the rage. Oh, yeah, hello. Remember those?
Yeah, French Silk was my birthday cake.
Strawberry pie.
French Silk was my birthday cake every year from Tipton's Pies.
I could see that. For me, it was either the Dutch apple or the custard.
Yeah.
Those were the two. But anyway, just meeting the different people, because we would do it in different locations, sometimes up north, sometimes out in Johnson County, sometimes out in Eastern Jacks. It was mainly in the 6 counties that make up the city itself. But to meet those different families and to have them come to me, years later and say, you were at my backyard in Oak Grove. I was like, oh, okay. I don't necessarily remember until they give me 2 or 3 other facts. And they say, oh, yeah, that was probably the most memorable thing, because those we did for many summers. And actually doing the Christmas tree lightings from like Belton and Overland Park and Shawnee and up north. And, oh gosh, what was the one that Beth Chapman started? It was up in Paradise outside of Smithville, where it's like one strand of like 18 lights that went near the general store. And then every year they added more, and the whole city would come out for that. So just being able to meet folks has been fun. So there's really not one that sticks out. There is one story, though. I remember talking to the John Knox Village. They wanted me to talk 2 different presentations, one for the folks who were residents and one for the staff to make sure that they were doing the right thing in times of severe weather. And they said, there's this retired school teacher who just loves you. Do you mind talking to her afterward? And I said, not a problem. And so I do the spiel, and I talk, and I'm trying to get to her side of the room. They wheeled her in a wheelchair. And unfortunately, other people were coming up to me, who could walk and wanted to maybe ask a question they were too embarrassed to say in front of everybody else. Some people wanted to take a picture with those old cameras, those old Kodaks that you had to push the button to charge the flash. So by the time I got to that side of the room, they'd taken her back to her room. And I said, well, is there any way, I know you can't give out private information, but can you take me to her room? And she was like, absolutely. Overjoyed, I got in there, and her room, immaculate, the stereotypical progression of pictures, her husband in that sepia tone World War II photo, and the kids and as little children, and then the kids having kids. And so she's talking. She fixes a cup of tea. She's just going, I can't even get a word in edgewise. And she finally says, that, all the kids moved away, so I don't see the grandkids that often, and I outlived my husband. And I just said to her, as she's taking a sip of tea, well, it must be lonely, without your family nearby. She said, no, I've got family here. She grabbed my arm, and she said, you're one of them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And every time I tell that story, this little lump in my throat develops. And, I'm sure she's long gone, because she was probably in her 80s, and this is back, the early 2000s or even the late 1990s. So I'm sure she's no longer with us, but that story still resonates with me.
Brian, I want to ask, because you'd mentioned 41 years, I believe. Is that what you'd said? Was it?
Yes, sir. November would be 41.
Okay. Was it always going to be Kansas City, or did you ever think about maybe moving on to a bigger platform or like a different show? Like, I know there's all these, other networks out there. Was it always just do you want to stay here, or did it just become home?
Honestly, there was only one move I wanted to make, and that was for network. I thought I'd do my time here, and then I would go to either the Today Show or Good Morning America or CBS Morning or the Weather Channel, somewhere national. And back in 1998, I was one of 3 finalists for Good Morning America. And the week that Bill Clinton was testifying about Lewinsky on Capitol Hill was the week I was on. So it was August of 98.
Nice. Impeccable timing.
Yeah, how about that? So I guess a lot of folks are watching. But it's a different sort of vibe at network. I mean, they run a tight ship, and the unions are very powerful. For example, for me to go on the air in Kansas City, I put on my own microphone, I put on my own makeup, I go out, I turn on the mic, I put in my earpiece so that the director can talk to me. That's it. At the network, there is a makeup artist, and she has this palette, and she's mixing a little mocha with this little caramel, and she's like spackling it on, and I'm in the chair for at least 40 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. And Fescoe, I mean, how long were we putting it on as guys?
It takes 2 seconds.
There you go. Little foundation, little powder to cut down on the glare. Bam. No, she's like, no, we have to do the eyebrows, and then we'll add a little bit of blush. And I'm like, really, lady? Is that what it takes? Okay. But then there is a guy who has to turn on your mic. You can put your earpiece in your ear, but he has to connect the junction to your hip. So it's the recorder. Or not the recorder, but the receiver. And then he asked you lapel or tie. And I didn't understand what he meant. He said, do you want your microphone on your lapel or your tie? And so I said on the tie. He turns it on. He says, "You cannot turn this off." And I said, "Well, what if you have to go to the bathroom?" He said, "It has to stay on." So the only thing I thought of was the Leslie Nielsen's scene from Naked Gun, where he's in the bathroom, and everybody else in the banquet hall is hearing him doing the business. The other thing is anything that appeared on set had to be handled by a prop master, which I didn't understand. So I had this Evian bottled water in a cup, and this guy who's sitting on a chair in the shadows reading a newspaper sees me about ready to go onto the set in the lights. He says, "Hold it! Stop there! What's that?" I said, "It's a cup of water in an Evian." "Give me those!" So he takes them from me, gives me a Good Morning America mug, and gives me a fresh Evian and says, "Now you can go." It's a throwback from when soap operas were done live, that you as an actor, if you had to shoot Fescoe in the next scene, a prop master has to hand you the gun. And then after the scene is done, you hand the gun back to the prop master to store. Because it's not your job as an actor to find out where's that prop located. So anything that appeared on set had to be handled by a prop master. Anything that was on set that wasn't handled by a prop master is considered a foreign artifact, and that is a violation of the union. How about that?
So that's why you stayed in Kansas City.
Pretty much. I mean, but, to have your own limousine drop you off and to have a limousine drive you everywhere you want to go. It was funny because when the first day he took me back to the hotel and he was standing there, and I thought, oh, I got to tip him. He says, "Oh, am I done?" I said, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, are we done?" "What do you mean?" "Get back in." So he took me to like Hell's Kitchen. He took me to Brooklyn. And he said, "I am assigned to you until you tell me you're done for the day." And by Wednesday, we're having a great time just going around. But I can see how I can lose sight of reality at the network level back then. Like to do a live shot on it was on Times Square. Now to do a live shot, it's just the photographer and maybe a person in the truck. There was the photog, there was an audio engineer, there was a guy in the truck, there was a gaffer. There was a lighting engineer. There was a makeup artist. There was a runner in case I wanted a coffee. There was an assistant director. There was security on that little strip of concrete that's between Times Square, that little triangle that where the two work together. So you had like 8 to 10 people on this little slab of concrete doing a live shot in the shadow of the ball that was going to be dropped on New Year's Day. So It was a great experience. I'm glad I did it, but there's something to be said for being a big fish, not in a small pond, but a big fish in a happy pond. And I am extremely because, I'm challenged. No question about that. If I wanted it easy, I'd be in Yuma, Arizona, sunny and 90. Back to you, Bob. But I like the challenge. I do love the challenge.
Can I ask you real quick, because we got a little bit of time left, What was your first encounter with Bob Fescoe?
Ooh. Back then, I mean, Fescoe was on the other side of the building pretty much. That's where the sports offices were, and the Weather Center was on set. And just like nowadays, I don't really see Chris and Laura and Kelly and Bria until they come on set. And I certainly don't see Jennings that often because he's after weather. And by that time, I'm back into the Weather Center, and he's coming on set. So the only time the four of us are really together is that last shot you see at the end of the 10 o'clock newscast where Chang last weather. So I honestly can't remember how we met. I think we introduced ourselves to each other. Do you remember, Bob?
I don't know. When he asked you that question, I'm like, when did I first meet Brian? I don't remember when it was. But you know what? Doesn't matter, right, I guess?
And the thing about it is, it's one of those, if you have a decent relationship, there are some people that you know for a long period of time, but it's awkward because you can't pick up where you left off. I'm sure if I see Fescoe in the building where you guys are, and I'm going to be on like Dana and Parks or somebody else, if I happen to be walking in the hall and Fescoe's there, I'd be like, hey, we can pick up where we left off.
Exactly.
Well, that's great, man. That's great. Well, Brian, this has been another one of those wonderful summer story sessions. We appreciate your time. I never get mad when you're on my television screen because it finally hit me last weekend where Lee Summit was a big pivotal point on Saturday's telecast. So keep doing what you're doing, man, and go break that one guy's record of 67 years on television. You're at 41 in November. Keep killing it, man. Keep being a voice and a face of this city.
Well, I appreciate that, but my pants are getting closer to my breasts, so I don't want to be on TV with the suspenders looking like Urkel. So I hope to retire before then.
What a legend there, man. Brian Busby, well done. Now you know. You know, as that's another edition of the old summer story sessions here on 96.5 The Fan. Coming up next, we get to the Cleveland guy, plus there's a new season of The Quarterback on Netflix here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, analytically the best morning radio show in Kansas City, as voted by people.
There's a lot of people talking out of their butt.
Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. You know me. I love doing golf things. I love talking golf, playing golf, and I love having Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka on the golf course, and you can do it too this season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So this spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade, and oh yeah, blackberry iced tea and lemonade, because there's no bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairways, and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
What to do today? There's boating, fishing.
At Jackson County Parks Plus Rec,
sailing, skiing, picnicking.
There are countless ways to make your day.
Canoeing, hiking, biking.
And you just
swimming.
Found your spot right here.
Camping. Yeah, camping. I'll camp at Lake Jacomo or Longview Lake or maybe Blue Springs Lake. Hit the beach at Longview Lake. Oh, they're all so close to
Jackson County Parks Plus Rec. Miles of smiles, minutes away. Learn more at makeyourdayhere.com.
Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, and I'm here with Rob Seid at Rob Seid Ford. Rob, I smell a grill. What's cooking?
Kevin, the grills are fired up, and so are the deals. Right now at Rob Seid Ford, it's the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event with the best deals we've had in the past 12 months.
Now that's saying something. What are we talking?
Employee pricing on virtually every new Ford on our lot, plus even more dealer discounts on top.
So how hot do these deals get?
Up to $17,500 off brand new F-150s at Rob Seid Ford, plus huge savings on Expedition, Explorer, Bronco Sport, Bronco, and more.
Wow, that's 5 alarm hot.
Exactly, and unlike Kevin's Burgers, these deals are coming out juicy.
All right, I walked into that one.
Shop Rob Seid Ford, Kansas City's top-rated Ford store on Google. 4.8 stars and nearly 3,500 reviews.
Rob Seid Ford, 135th and State Line, or robsite.com.
Buy right, Rob Seid.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. Maybe you're looking for something local, Algeria versus Austria. Currently, if you're saying, hey, you know what? The team over in LFK, what do I like for them? Well, Algeria currently trading at 25%, meaning a $100 trade, could show you a $365 profit. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time only, download the Kalshi app and use code TAPP, T-A-P-P, to get $10 when you trade 10. K-A-L-S-H-I, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
The burrito is fire.
Hi, this is Maya.
And I'm Antonio. And the little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito
is that it fuels our morning.
It's the full package.
You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns for a nice little crunch.
The chicken's always nice. It's crispy, it's juicy. And the cheeses, they melt together in a beautiful way.
And it gives me energy. It's perfect.
Order the Chick-fil-A Hash Brown Scramble Burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Here's a World Soccer Championship Team Spotlight, brought to you by the first ever Infiniti QX65 and by Lowe's. Give your yard its own moment with the new limited time deals from Lowe's.
Germany is in rebuild mode, but never count them out. A tenacious central midfielder drives the engine room while young forwards bring speed and creativity. Their tactical discipline and tournament pedigree remain formidable.
Feeling the squeeze of high prices? Then stretch your budget this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Stock up and save big with 99-cent deals throughout the store. Get special recipe brats, pork loin ribeye, Dole salad kits, and more for just 99 cents. Fill your cart for less with red-hot deals on hundreds of items. Order online or through the Hy-Vee app and leave the shopping to us. Don't miss the 99-cent sale this weekend only at Hy-Vee.
Soccer Fever is in Kansas City, and Hy-Vee is your headquarters for official merchandise, apparel, tailgate, and watch party needs. And Hy-Vee makes game day so easy. They have ready-to-go wings, pizza, party trays, charcuterie, and, of course, all those delicious sweet treats. If you're planning a cookout, great. Hy-Vee's special recipe brats, burgers, and steaks are the best. Check out their match day meat bundle for only $30. And don't forget about Hy-Vee's wine and spirits department. For all of your game day needs, count on Hy-Vee.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
North KC 169 highway southbound, getting heavy around 9 highway down to the airport exit. Kansas side 35 southbound, slow past Mission with an accident reporting. Alan Carr, 96.5 Fan. Traffic.
Back at it, 96.5 The Fan. Shout out Brian Busby. What a great interview that was for another summer story session here that we're doing this year on 96.5 The Fan show, Fescoe and Dusty with Mac Maury. My breasts would be hanging down, looking like Steve Urkel.
My belt's getting closer and closer to my breast.
Oh, awesome. How about this from Dankin from Wisconsin? I hate that I need to take Kay Adams off my list because she thinks KC is in the Midwest. She responds,
"The hell
Missouri is absolutely the Midwest."
Yeah, what?
Why don't we? No, kiss my ass.
Ridiculous. So now we're not the Midwest.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
When did we get that memo? Who sent that out?
Yeah, exactly. Some guy from Wisconsin.
Kansas is not the Midwest. Kansas is as Midwest as anything.
As it gets.
Yeah. I mean, flatlands, hay, and wheat.
We're in the middle.
In Jamaica. Where are you guys from? Missouri, middle of America, like Missouri? Oh, yeah.
I mean, literally the heartland of America, we call ourselves.
Somebody says on the text line, ran into 10 Netherlands fans at the Olathe Target. And
Nice.
man, are they already jacked up. Orange from head to toe.
Cool.
Woo!
The Olathe Target, man. That's where you go. See, the suburbs are making some money off of this.
Oh. And then news out of the NBA, as LaMelo Ball and Josh Green were traded to the Hornets, and the Hornets receive Naz Reid, a 2030...
Traded to the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, yeah.
Yes.
The Hornets received Naz Reid, 2023 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps, 28, 29, 30, 3 second-round picks, 29, 32, and 33. And the Minnesota Timberwolves now have LaMelo Ball and Josh Green, Tom's brother.
Confusing. Interesting. Desperate.
Somebody says...
so it's essentially LaMelo Ball for a first-round pick.
Correct.
Yeah. Some pick swaps.
Yeah, the pick swaps I don't care about. It's all junk. It's all junk bonds.
Naz Reid.
Yeah, Naz Reid's great.
How about this? Missouri is the Midwest. Kansas is the Great Plains.
Fine.
Yeah.
I mean, now the question is Ohio the Midwest? You know, some people will debate whether or not Ohio is considered the Midwest. Yeah. I think the Midwest starts at Ohio and runs to the Colorado border, right? Up to the Canadian border. We're as south as it goes. Like, I don't consider Oklahoma necessarily. No. That's more of the South. It was funny when I moved to Texas. I was very confused. I said, what is this? I said, is this the Midwest? Is this the South? Like, what do we call this part of the country? They say you call that Texas. I said, okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's about right. That was it.
That
right
sounds
there.
about right.
North, South, East, West, Texas.
Right. It's not the South. Texas isn't the South.
It's not the South.
It's different.
Right. It is.
Very different.
And it's not the Southwest. It's not the South. It's not the Southeast. Texas. It's like, it's Texas. Yeah. And that was as true as you could get. I thought at that point in time, I go, that's very arrogant to think that. I didn't realize what, the Texas state pride was all about.
Isn't everything bigger there?
It is. Much bigger, yeah.
Except men's wieners. Men's wieners. So we got another guy mad at the Brendan Sorsby thing from Cleveland?
Drawing the line at gambling
their response was perfunctory. Their response is, we don't think that you can go ahead and muster up a defense, or maybe you don't have the money or whatever. So we're gonna make a case out of you because you're a peon and we're the NFL.
Right.
You didn't need to. Yeah, and this idea that they're somehow protecting the NFL teams against themselves, no, they're not. No, they're making a statement because they can. And the actual groundwork that they have for it is really weak. They do not listen. If you don't create pathways for Brendan Sorsby to get into the NFL, he's going to sue you to create a pathway. That pathway could end up threatening your other pathways, which are there and make you a lot of money, namely the actual NFL draft. The NFL knows this. The NFL has built their entire thing on a house of cards. But because people in the media can't separate their personal feelings about what Brendan Sorsby did with logic and, rationale, because once we get, we're offended by this, bleep this kid, and by the way, you don't have to like it. That doesn't mean what the NFL did was right or legal, and it doesn't mean that the NFL is the big bad, look at what they did. No, the NFL is hypocritical, and I think inevitably this is going to be a big statement that falls for nothing.
Perfunctory.
Good word.
I mean, imagine again.
Look at the big brain on that guy.
This is now 2 straight days of Cleveland radio talk show hosts being down bad over a quarterback they may or may not have drafted, that may or may not be good, that may or may not have a future in the NFL.
They're not pissed.
No, they are pissed. I mean, it's crazy to me. I can't wrap around this conversation enough from the Cleveland perspective, where they feel like it's an affront to them. They feel like they got screwed. And I'll be honest with you. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan and you think you got screwed on this, you've been screwed so much in Cleveland. What's it matter? Another one, right? I mean, and if you're the team, seriously, have you heard complaining from any other NFL city about this guy not being?
I haven't.
No. So if you're the Cleveland Brown fan and you're upset about this, it means your team was probably going to draft him. 31 others maybe weren't, but yours was going to draft him, and based on their track record, you think that's the right decision?
Get bent?
How could you look at the Cleveland Browns and think anything they do is the right thing?
And what did Anne Hathaway have to do with it? Oh, he said pathway.
Pathway. Okay. Yeah, being mad at the NFL being hypocritical and I understand those sentiments.
He signed a guy that was a sicko.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not talk about that.
Right. There's a lineage, there's a plethora. We could go through the whole, gamut of things they've done that's okay, well, you don't really care about morals. But
no, they care about the money, guys. That's the only thing. They care about the money, and they don't want anything to affect the gambling money that's coming in to their sport right now because it's billions of dollars.
So to be upset about the messaging there and the hypocritical, sure, but to be like Brendan Sorsby and be talking about the actual football player being upset about missing out on his
I mean, the conversations that they're having are like conversations we would have if the NFL took Patrick Mahomes away from us. And we're taking Patrick Mahomes away from us, and we're not letting him play again for some unbeknownst reason. Then you could be upset. Then you can be pissed off. You're taking some. They've never had this guy. We don't even know if this guy's going to be any good. We don't even know if he's a competent quarterback or not. And Cleveland's acting like they stole their child. I can't believe it. It really must suck to live in Cleveland. It really must. I mean, you are so bad at what you do in sports and football in general that it's to the point where you are so down bad over the myth of a quarterback. That's where they are right now in Cleveland, Ohio, man. It would suck to wake up there every day.
I think it's just funny from this text message that we got from the text line. They're just, where'd it go? Guys are just upset they aren't screwing themselves for a change. It's someone else screwing them.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we do that ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We were going to get Brendan Sorsby, and he was going to suck.
Yeah,
all right?
That's right. He was going to be another terrible quarterback. Don't tell us what terrible quarterbacks we can't have.
He's from Texas Tech, and the last quarterback came from Texas Tech was Patrick Mahomes. We can have Patrick Mahomes.
Well, it's crazy, though. They think this guy is going to be a savior of the franchise. Think about the desperation, guys. It's
sad.
3 a.m. at the bar right now for the Cleveland Browns. They don't care who they run into.
Chiefs fans can relate. You were convincing yourself of Tyler Palco or Brody Croyle or whoever, name your guy, right? That you were like, no, seriously, man, he's going to figure it out.
I got good news. I got bad news. Good news is Sean Watson's still on the team. Bad news is Brendan Sorsby is still alive.
Watson, yes!
Conversations are still alive, I should say. Coming up next, NFL and the quarterback and Netflix are back. There's some funny audio I want to play because there's 4 new names that you get to watch, plus 78 days away from the NFL. some Wyndham Clark audio as well here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, if you're waking up this morning and your elbows are bothering you, your back is bothering you, your hips are bothering you, you're probably thinking, it's just old age. There's nothing I can do about it. But you know what? There is something you can do about it. We're going to get rid of that pain, and we're going to be able to make you go through an entire day without exhausting pain. That's exactly what QC Kinetics patients are experiencing right now. They're not bracing for that next jolt of pain because it's gone. You heard me talk about the team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have been through their game-changing regenerative treatments done right in the office. No missing work, no surgery, no long recovery. The inflammation calms down, the pain backs off. And we love hearing from all of the patients at QC Kinetics because there's over 40,000 people in the United States that have long-lasting pain relief from QC Kinetics. So find out what they can do for you and get that free consultation scheduled today. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
Lawman! Jungle Law!
It's the Lawman. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, call me ASAP. 816-816-9111. I recovered millions for my clients. Take it away.
The Lawman gets results. Jungle Law team. Call the Lawman. Let the fight begin. The Lawman gets results. Jungle Law.
Come see me get roasted August 1st at 7 p.m. at the Uptown Theater. Go to junglelaw.com for details.
The choice of a lawyer shouldn't be based on advertisements.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement. Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-959-3388. That's 800-959-3388.
Streetcars and light rail trains often share the roadways with us. Be mindful making left-hand turns. Cross only at designated locations. Never stop, stand, or double park on the tracks. See tracks? Think train.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Paid for client portrayal and endorsement. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law.
How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results.
Mike's got this. 816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Kansas side, 35 southbound, gets heavy past South 7th Street and stays very slow down past Mission with an accident blocking the right lane. Northbound 35, briefly heavy at the merge with 69 Highway. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Join 96.5 The Fan at the Peanut on State Line, Thursday, June 25th, as CDOT and Rob broadcast live starting at 2, with kickoff to follow at 9 o'clock. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. This is Fescoe and Dusty.
I got Mahomes' balls in my hands.
On your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, yeah, football.
From potholes to pop-ups, we got it covered.
Hey!
Here's Bob Fescoe.
Take a bite out of my ass.
And Dusty Likens.
Big nuts. That's right, rolling along on a Thursday here on 96.5 The Fan. Bob Fescoe, Mac Morey, Dusty Likens, all with you from the 913. Hey, Bob, it's Brady from Lightwell yesterday. It was great meeting you as a long-time listener. Thank you for always staying positive and keeping Kansas City momentum always rolling in the right direction.
Love you, Brady, man. Thanks for coming out yesterday and saying hi. Speaking of that and that positive momentum, here's a tweet that I just saw from Front Office Sports, which covers sports business and stuff of that nature. 4 teams have made the Kansas City area their World Cup base camp. Arrowhead was witness to Messi's historic hat trick, and the city is hosting 6 matches. Kansas City has long been the soccer capital of America. Now it's the soccer capital of the world. F yeah, baby. Woo. Boy, I just got a whole body full of goosebumps from head to toe.
Hello, America.
Reading that. How does that make you feel as a Kansas Citian, right? Not only are we the soccer capital of America, now, other people outside of our area that aren't our people are calling us the soccer capital of the world. Of the 11 U.S. metropolitan areas hosting the World Cup, Kansas City is easily the smallest, but it's punching above its weight in this tournament. And then, of course, you got to pay for the article to read the rest. But needless to say, we have probably benefited more in Kansas City, guys, from the World Cup than any other city out there.
Love to see it. From the 816, the NFL really wants to punish Brendan Sorsby. They should force him to go to Cleveland.
That's true. That's a good one. I do like that. One more on Kansas City. The new ratings have come out. We are now number 1 again for the World Cup in TV markets.
Old news.
Number 1 again. 2 weeks in a row.
Soccer sucks.
Yeah. He's the one who sent it to me, though.
Oh.
Binkley. He sent it to me. You see this? We're number 2. We're number 1 again. 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Good.
2 weeks in a row. Kansas City's number 1 in television ratings for the U.S. game. And he goes, and that was on a Friday afternoon, and we had the best ratings in America that day.
It's kind of fun, Bob.
Yeah. Hey, a little dramatic, though. Yeah. So Netflix is coming back with the quarterback. He's locked in. I do love these. I say I never watch, and then I end up watching all of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So July 14th is when it returns, and the quarterbacks they are following in this year's season is Jaden Daniels of Washington, Baker Mayfield, obviously of Tampa Bay, Cam Ward in Tennessee, and Joe Flacco, random. But what's funny is there is this little clip that leaked about Joe Flacco.
For almost 30 years.
If Dad goes off, I'm going to crash out. What do you mean? I benched him.
Whatever, it is.
If Dad goes off, I'm going to crash out. What do you mean? I benched him in fantasy football. That is what it is. Oh, it's so great.
For almost 30 years.
If Dad goes off, I'm going to crash out. What do you mean? I benched him.
Whatever. It is what it is.
So I asked the question, with these quarterbacks that you have really no connection to, or maybe you do, what's the one story on Netflix's quarterback series this year coming out July 14th that you want to kind of see from your own eyes? Is it Flacco enough right there?
Yeah, it's Flacco for me. It was Flacco before I heard that clip because he's obviously kind of the odd man out. I don't want to say that, but he's the old guy in the room. I've been there, am there. I think it's fascinating to watch him continue to go and continue to do this and continue to be one of the better quarterbacks that is out there right now. So I'm kind of interested to see him this year and how that all goes down because he's been playing God forever now.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not as interested in the Flacco part of it. I'm good on that. But, I mean, he's still great
I think
guy.
it's going to feel a lot like when Kirk Cousins did it, where you're not expecting much. It might just be like this weird whatever it may be. But then all of a sudden, when you think about it, you're like, you know, and I really like the Cousins stuff, you know, and then you watch it, you're like, Flacco was fine.
I feel like it's almost a way to get the Bengals and Burrow again another year when they actually think they'll be good, because I think they did it a year or two too early when they're like, oh, they're going to be back, and then they weren't. So maybe it's a way for that. I'm really interested in the Jaden Daniels. I mean, it's
big year for him.
Big year for him. I believe in him. I think he's really, really talented, and just in general with this team. I mean, I've had this take for a while, but Dan Quinn's not their head coach in 2027. Okay. That's just not happening. So. But how does he perform, and does he bring back confidence to that fan base?
Well, what if they win the division? Then he'll definitely be that coach in 2027. Yeah. So you don't think they're going to be a good team this year?
I don't think they're going to be good enough. I think they'll probably be...
or they're a good team and he makes some bonehead decisions.
Yeah, exactly. Like 9 or 10 wins, they can make the playoffs.
The way he handled that injury with Jaden Daniels was just absurd.
I mean, he was up 28-3 in a Super Bowl.
That he was with Mr. Shanahan. I think I'm interested in Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Right?
I like how none of us took Baker.
Well, I know Baker.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. Like, I feel like I know everything I need to know.
Like, I think there'll be moments that, like, when Baker's on there, like, where he shows, like, he's kind of that dog. But, like, we've seen the Baker Mayfield story because, like, he was one of those up-and-coming athletes where, like, social media was everywhere, right? Like, Twitter was there. Like, Facebook was obviously there. I think maybe, like, Snapchat was still there. And, like, you saw the Baker Mayfield story, you know, goes to Cleveland, does that. Then he, you know, woke up feeling dangerous, looked like Marv from Home Alone. Then he goes to Carolina, goes to the Rams for a game, and then he's had the story in Tampa Bay. So maybe there is that, and to hear what he has to say, and I know he's changed his life around a little bit, gotten more religious and stuff like that, and settled down. But Cam Ward's kind of interesting to me because Jaden Daniels, last year, a lot of injuries. So that'll be intriguing to see, like, how he kind of, you know, regroup from that. Joe Flacco's interesting because he's, like you said, the old man in the room. The kids are like, if he goes off, I'm going to crash out. Clearly, the mom doesn't understand the term crash out, which is now obviously a big saying these days. But Cam Ward is interesting because first-round pick who got kind of brushed away because of the trade that Jacksonville made to get Max guy.
Right.
And then there's the Shador stuff that happened. And I'm kind of interested to see, like, how they bring that up and how he was just kind of under the radar. And now it's year 2 of him in Tennessee. And we'll see if he gets the shine that I think he can have, because I think he can be a pretty solid QB in this league, especially in that horrible division.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a great opportunity down there. And the best part about Cam Ward is nobody knows who he is. And I think that's a really good thing, because you could just hide in anonymity. We called it that day when he was drafted. We said whoever gets picked number 2 is going to be the topic of conversation. It's not going to be Cam Ward. And immediately was
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. And then boom, we took off from there. And then, you know, one thing
When
leads
Shador
to another.
going?
Yeah, right. And then the whole Shador thing was captivated, but I mean, Shador Sanders got more run last year than a guy who was drafted number 1 overall that was actually a better quarterback than Shador Sanders, too.
And will be a better
quarterback, absolutely, than what Shador Sanders ever will be in the NFL. And so I'm interested to see what Cam Ward does, because I also like the piss and vinegar that this guy plays with, too. He's a rookie, but he's not putting up with anything. He's tired of the guys not doing what they need to be doing, and that's leadership, man. And I love his parents in the crowd. His dad is outstanding, and I hope he's featured in this a lot too. Yeah. And so I just think the Cam Ward thing is going to be very interesting to see at the end of the year how we're ranking Cam Ward, CJ Stroud, and Jalen Daniels, because
you could also put Bryce Young in that category too. He's still kind of close enough.
I'll throw Bryce Young into that category. That group right there, those 4 quarterbacks, is going to be interesting to see how we think of them at the end of the season, because we don't know much about Cam Ward, but I think we like him, right? You mentioned Bryce Young. He played fine at the end of last season, you know, kind of came out of nowhere, like, oh, okay, this guy's pretty good. Led his team to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He did.
You got C.J. Stroud, who everybody's wondering whether or not he's a win with or win because of type of quarterback. On a big contract year. I expect big things out of him. And then you've got Jaden Daniels, who you saw an amazing year his rookie year. But then what it looked like to me is that the league caught up to him and that organization in their second year. They made no adjustments and did nothing different. And so if they're banking on Brandon Ayuk being a game changer there, you're going to rely on a guy who's sitting on social media bitching about his lot in life when he's making millions of dollars to play wide receiver. Like, do you think that's going to be a help?
No. Have you ever had an athlete that you didn't like that you grew to like as they went through?
Jameis Winston.
Okay. Well, this is Wyndham Clark on a text that he had back in the day about, I effing hate Baker Mayfield.
I was curious if I could just take you back to December 3rd, 2016. We were talking. You said haters going to hate on Twitter earlier in this interview. You did tweet, "I hate Baker Mayfield," and I was just curious if you still feel that way. Maybe your thoughts on that. Maybe that hate in your heart's gone away, or what? Maybe where you're at on that.
I'm trying to decide if I should tell the story.
Yeah.
All right, screw it. I don't care. People already hate me. So, no, it's not that bad. My PR team's here.
Listen, your PR team's on the hot seat because we're coming up with ideas they never thought of.
No, they didn't. They prepped me for everything. They didn't prep me for this one. My girlfriend at the time cheated on me with Baker Mayfield.
Oh,
that's a legit reason.
That's a fair tweet.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But here's what I will say. That one's done. As I have come to, I'm actually a Baker fan now. I think he's a homie. That's your initial response.
Right.
Like, screw that guy, but really screw the,
Yeah, your girlfriend, yeah.
But, yeah, so I'm a Baker fan now. But, that's where it came from.
That's a totally – we were trying to figure it out. We're like, oh, well, Oklahoma State, there's natural hate there. No, this is that's a totally fair tweet.
This is personal. Yeah. I hope actually this is a bro moment for us to be like, oh, bro, I didn't know. My bad. She never told me. And I'm like, oh, it's all good. We're homies. Let's play golf. That's where this comes from.
So you're Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I didn't like him in college. Nobody did, right?
Yeah.
Now I love Jameis Winston. I would do anything for Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Mac, you have one?
I don't know if I love him, but I definitely like him now and respect him and talk about him a lot and defend him. LeBron James.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
That was the guy I vehemently hated.
Yeah, man, it's tough. I don't know if there is one. I mean, other than the reverse, Aaron Rodgers would be the reverse one.
That's a good one for a reverse. Yeah, there are a lot of probably easier to do the reverse side where there's a guy that you absolutely love and now you just can't stand him. Aaron Rodgers probably on everybody's list.
I would think so.
He's just been around too long. It's time to move on, Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's one that I didn't like that I do now. But, I mean, that's a legit reason not to like somebody. Yeah, my girlfriend cheated on me with Baker Mayfield.
Who could hate Wyndham Clark for that?
Now we're playing golf, and neither one of us are with that lady. So now we can have real conversations.
Yeah. Did she? Yes.
Jameis is a good answer.
What about? Yep.
Did she? Nope. Not once.
Let me guess. She did this next morning? Yeah, totally did. Yeah, let's just. All right, what's the yardage on this one? 348 to the front.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, sounds great.
I've been pounded this week.
Did she have bad breath? Yep. The conversations would be great.
Somebody says Tom Brady is one
that you liked and now
they
hate.
didn't like that they now like.
But I definitely hate. Yeah, definitely hates him less. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a baseball player.
Phillip Rivers from the 816.
That's a good one.
It's a really good one.
That's a solidly good one. Yeah. Because we all rooted for that guy last year, man. How cool was that story,
How could you
right?
not?
Yeah, exactly. How could you have not gotten so excited about watching a guy 90 years old who needs health insurance come out of retirement because he's got
game.
And he won.
He won one game. It was awesome.
Man, those are the moments of sports, man. Those are the
Disney
cool
movie.
things that happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Coming up on the other side, we get back into the Apology Plus. Jamie Watson will join us as well to talk all things World Soccer Championship here on 96.5 The Fan, your home, Kansas City Sports.
Watson, yes!
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends at the Sheet Metal Workers, local number 2, have one mission and one mission only, and that is to build strong partnerships between our members, our business partners, our customers, and community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers, local number 2. So if you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. The Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during the times when you need it the most, which gives you the power to bid every project that suits your business model. And they'll provide you with the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And there's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and your profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Future therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and that means your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. Even if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you keep your bet alive, and it keeps you in the action for even longer. So now you're in it until the final whistle. The Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. This summer is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be even better with our friends over at FanDuel. All you need to do is visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the same page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or injury, your bet automatically will transfer to the substitute who replaces that player. Go to FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer for the World Soccer Championship with FanDuel. FanDuel is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Mia from the Winnings Desk. Every Missouri lottery ticket helps support Missouri public education. Over $8 billion and counting. I was going to list every school, but yeah, there's over 2,400 of them. See the full list at molottery.com/education. Play it forward and play responsibly.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. The Second World War is the largest event in human history.
A 20-part series with Tom Hanks.
No part of the globe was untouched. No life unchanged.
Experience the ultimate account of World War II.
Every single person had a story. These are the stories that make us who we are.
Listen to World War II with Tom Hanks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Today, expect a temperature of 81 with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
The Northman March. We'll be down there. Somebody who already has boots on the ground is our guy, Drew Nixon. Drew, let us know. What's it like down there? What are you seeing? How's the weather? Are you getting rained on yet?
What's up, boys? No, blue skies and the sun is here. It's actually beautiful down here. Power Night is packed. The vibes are awesome. It is a party already, and the party hasn't even started.
It's just gonna rain all day, Drew. It's just gonna be a soak out. It's gonna rain.
I could never have that negative energy because and I wouldn't. There were loads of people who said, "Oh, it's gonna rain. You need to have your ponchos ready." I'm gonna get a poncho, but I'm gonna enjoy it if I have to wear a poncho or whether I just get dumped on.
Yeah.
And I'm in my normal. I'm in my Dutch kit and my shorts. It doesn't matter to me.
They're gonna sell out of ponchos, Drew. Everybody's gonna want a poncho.
Hey, I'm here to have a good time, boys, and we're already having a good time. I've already met a couple of fans who traveled from the Netherlands. Nicest people on the planet. They're excited to have a good time.
Put them on the phone.
It's going to be really exciting. I cannot wait for the actual festivities to get started and you guys to get down here because it's going to be a great time. This is like one of the once in a lifetime opportunities where it doesn't matter whether it rains or not. You're going to this event because it's that much fun, and the Dutch fans know how to have a good time.
They really do, and I'm with you, dude. I was thinking the same thing. Like, I don't care if it rains. I don't care if I get soaked. I don't care about any of this. I just want to be part of this because we're never going to do this again. We're never going to have this opportunity. I love your positivity. Screw Alex, right?
Hey, I'm not saying any names, but I'm ready to have a good time, Bob, just like you. It really is one of those things where you have to tell yourself, like, if you haven't come down here or you're debating whether or not to come down to P&L, there's still plenty of time to get down here. You should come down here and enjoy what is the festivities here. Even if you're not going to the match tonight, you should come down here and embrace what Kansas City is having. I mean, we've seen Power and Light, of course, for the U.S. soccer matches and to just hang out, but to see a sea of orange and these fans are ready to have a great time and jump to the left and jump to the right and just go nuts. I mean, it's something that you should take a part in. It's totally free. You can literally show up. You just park and then walk over to P&L, and you can have yourself a good time. I feel like people should be doing this. If you're debating it or you're on the fence, make the decision to come out here.
How bricked up are you right now at 9:22 in the morning?
I don't know if I'm there yet. I think when we start the march and we start doing the dance, I'm going to be I'm going to be on another universe.
I know that I'm
another
hard.
planet.
Yeah.
And have you seen Kay Adams yet?
No, I haven't. I looked for her briefly. I honestly, it's crazy. Somebody who's a listener was listening to you guys this morning driving in, is here and found me. I don't know how. Maybe I have a chance of finding Kay Adams and giving her your information, Dusty. I have no idea.
Drew, do the Lord's work.
If you find any Dutch fans, get them on the phone, man. We want to talk to these folks and find out what they think of Kansas City and how their trip has been so far, too.
I got you. I will talk around and see if I can find more people.
Drew, we'll see you soon. Stay safe and keep having fun, brother.
Yeah, guys, have fun.
That's Drew Nixon, feet on the ground, saying everything you want to hear from looking at that, man. Just going to be awesome. Going to be fun.
What a G.
Yeah. No show for them today. Royals, Josh Vernier at 10 o'clock. Royals broadcast starts at 10:30. Game at 11:10, I believe. So
11:10 our time or
our time?
So their time? No, 11:10 their time, right?
I mean, Vern's on at 10.
Vern's on at 10. So first pitch is 11:10 our time.
Yeah, our time.
That's an early game. Jeez.
Yeah. Kind of like it, actually.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, fine.
We'll get done with the March and see if we won or lost, pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Does Cags hit a homer today?
What is it, 6 in 5 games? Is that where we're at? Or
Well, he played last night.
Didn't get one. So, okay, so 6 in 6 games. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Yeah, it was night off. Let's go.
Yeah, I think
seems to like that ballpark. Seems to like anything, actually.
Yeah, anything that has a baseball coming his way at 95 miles per hour.
He calls them meatballs, but yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Call him whatever you want. Plus 347 for him to hit a home run. Second best odds in the game today.
Second best is in
second best according to anybody to hit a home run. So Caminero has number one odds, like plus 247, and then he's got plus 347. So
there you go.
Yeah, can't wait. He says the Dutch fans are the best fans on the planet Earth.
Who said that?
Drew.
Did he say that?
He said they were the nicest people on Earth. Nicest people.
Yeah,
He said he met some that they were the nicest people on Earth.
I met some yesterday. Very nice. I've been over there to Amsterdam one time. Great people.
Did you try the tea?
I did. There's great people everywhere in this world. And, we all get, distorted, I think, based on what we watch and what we see and watching world leaders and all this kind of nonsense. And when you really get down to it, we're all just people that want to get through life and have a good time. And that's what this World Cup, I think, has shown me more than anything. We're all we're united as a world. We really are. There's about, 15 people that ruin it for everybody probably around the world. But as the world, we're all united as normal people. We all want the same thing. We all want to get by. We all want to have fun. We all want to do best for our family. We all want to live a good life and have a good impact on the society when we're done. We're seeing all that with the World Cup, man. We're seeing all these cultures come together. It's so awesome.
Sometimes I feel like Bob's algorithm has taken over Barstool Sports because they did this show. I forget what it's from, but Lil Sass is the one who says this quote, "Gatekeeping in sports is insane. Anyone who knows more than anyone else wants it to be known that I'm a bigger fan than you are. I deserve this more than you." When in reality, you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve blank. You just watch TV once a week.
You just watch TV once a week is the ultimate line I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You don't deserve anything. You watch TV once a week.
Gatekeeping in sports.
Well, it is. There is a lot of gatekeeping, you know. Like when the Chiefs got good. Yeah, the real fans. Come on.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Sports is a very fickle business. You're good and people love you. You're bad and nobody cares. And as Josh and I always used to say, you don't get bonus points for watching bad sports. That's on you. Mm-hmm. You don't get bonus points for sitting around and watching a bad football team or a bad baseball team or a bad basketball team.
By God, let us know you did.
Yeah, but they will. I sat through every game of Hot 7. Good for you, man. You don't get any bonus points for that. Zero, none, zilch.
I think we can't get bonus points real quickly before we get into our World Cup conversations with Jamie Watson at 9:30. I can give bonus points to
Watson, yes!
Alex Zumwalt, I think. Because I was pretty harsh on the guy and not harsh enough on the guys that need to actually perform. The offense has been fantastic in the month of June. It got a little bit hotter before that. And the development that we're seeing from a team that's out of the playoff race as of now, I know the wild card is still there, and we can't have that conversation because Mac has tabled that conversation until further notice.
It's the right thing to do. They're not a wild card team. They're not a contending team.
Mac will literally shut my mic off. That is a true statement.
Good.
He literally will. Yep. But
be careful.
You're seeing Carter Jensen and Jack Caglione flourish, and I think that I need to give an apology to Alex Zumwalt because I was a little harsh on him. I thought that maybe firing a hitting coach would work, and statistics would show it doesn't. In fact, there's only been one time in the Royals' history where there was an uptick, and that I think was like when they let go of like Terry Bradshaw. I think that was who it was, maybe. I don't know. And then it just like went back to even. So what we're seeing from Cags and Carter and even Michael Massey, who started to kind of change his approach, and he's been very, very good at the plate, I give Zumwalt an apology. And I just want to be a man of that because I was harsh. I thought it was his fault. Meanwhile, the two guys that weren't hitting, Vinny Pasquantino and Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez, by the way, hitting 6th in the lineup today, not 4th. So love to see that.
That's
and
fantastic.
maybe the blame is mismanagement and not realizing that the end might be near and that this guy doesn't need to hit 3rd and play 1st every day. Maybe that's where the argument should have shifted. So Mr. Zumwalt, I give you some bonus points. I am sorry. And I think the offense looks fine. And I think that these two guys that are the future of your team and your first baseman, your catcher of the future, isn't that ironic? That the first baseman and the catcher of the past can't do diddly poo this year, but the catcher and the first base in the future are leading this team in offense.
Yeah, it's time to move on.
Yep.
I mean, it's a harsh conversation. I think it's a harsher conversation, quite frankly, about Vinny Pasquantino than it is about Salvador Perez.
But I think Vinny would take it better than Sal would, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Right? Like Vinny's like, yeah, he should play first. I'll DH. That's fine. I know my role.
Right.
I'll be the rah-rah guy. I'll be the first baseman I need to be, the DH where I need to be. Sal, you're going to DH or you're going to miss. No. Okay. All right. That conversation went well. Thank you very much, Sal.
Yeah, but I mean, as the boss, sorry, this is what we're doing. You know, this is the lineup today. This is what we're going to do. Yeah. And if you don't like it, feel free to tell the media. I don't care at this point in time. You know, like we've got to get these other guys the opportunity to hit. We've got to figure out. We're working for 2027 right now, Sal. I hate to break that to you. You may or may not be part of 27. We don't know, but we know Carter and Cags are going to be part of 27, and we've got to get them hitting at 3 and 4 in the lineup because that's what we expect. If there's baseball in 27, you know, exactly. If there's baseball in 27, but this is where these guys are going to be hitting moving forward. And so we've got a season that we've lost. We're going to allow these guys to play. And if you don't like it, well, I don't know what to tell you at this point in time.
Let's get out to our guy, Jamie Watson, here on 96.5 The Fan. Jamie.
Watson, yes!
What advice do you give us? We're going to go join the Northman Walk or the March today after this show's over in about 25 minutes. Any advice you want to give us?
Have a great time and soak it all in, whatever the cool, I was just listening a moment ago and you were talking about how all the fans come together. We're all just normal people. Like, we just happen to enjoy sports and maybe different teams and stuff.
Yep.
So if you're going to go enjoy the Netherlands walk-in today, go full Netherlands. That'd be my suggestion. Just go for it.
That's what we are. We're all dressed in orange. Dusty has the eye black on. Like, we're ready to go for this thing,
I saw
right?
you guys. You looked the part. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
go
Jamie.
Full Dutch is what I would say. Go
Okay.
full Dutch.
All right. Have you done one of these before?
No, and by the way, I got a chance to see it for the first time with the Argentina game in Auburn. I got to go with my family as a fan, and I realized all the cool stuff that happens outside of the game, because normally, guys, we're working games, right? We're inside the stadium. Oh, my God, sports are the best. I had an amazing time outside. I was having carne asada with people I didn't know. They were like, pull up to my truck, have this meat from my trunk, and I was like, yeah, this seems like a great idea, because you also have a Messi jersey on like me. So, yeah, it was amazing. But that was about it. I got my first experience at the beginning of the month, and Auburn, Alabama, Messi, and carne asada out of the trunk. It's going to be hard to top.
It's funny you say that. My old co-host and I did this for a very long time, and we go to Super Bowls and Final Fours, and he always used to say to me, he goes, someday I'd like to come to one of these as a fan to see what it's like. And so you got to do that. The opposite approach of what we do, you got to do that. So I think that's really cool. I think anything that you can do that's involving the World Cup, because the tickets are so damn expensive, nobody can afford to go, anything that you can do to kind of get the vibe and the feel of the World Cup, especially being in our town, you got to participate in.
The fan fests are incredible, man. My family went to a fan fest here in Atlanta, and they had a blast and spent, I don't know, like less than $20 because they just wanted to buy some stuff when they were there at the fan fest. It was free to get in. It was amazing. So all the fun stuff that's going around the town, like if you're on the fence about it, you're like, oh, I don't know. It's not me. It's not something I do. Go. Just go, like, be around it. Everybody loves being a part of something bigger than themselves. And I think we talked before the Argentina match last time, wasn't it? And we were saying how this could be something really cool. This could be something really amazing. And then Messi goes and just, creates history in your guys' town with a hat trick last time and tying the record before eventually breaking it. So, man, you guys have been treated to some amazing moments in KC, and I feel like there's still the best is yet to come.
Yeah, Jamie, I'm glad you brought that up, because I kind of want to know what's been more impressive for you to see. Messi doing what he's doing, right? Mbappe breathing down his neck in just his fourth World Cup with the goal record as well, doing what he's doing. And then you got Holland out here, who's a freak, I didn't know he was 6'5". I thought he was like 6'2", just taller than all. 6'5", 210, doing what he's doing his first World Cup, 2 braces and back-to-back matches in his first 2. And then Ronaldo, man, gets all this flack about where you at, and then boom, 2 goals.
Brother, it has been the best case scenario of a World Cup with the stars showing up and showing out. There has been, like you said, all the biggest names have scored. It was a match day one where all of them scored except for Ronaldo, and then last match day there was it seemed like all of the big star scores, and plus Lamine Yamal, who's 18 years old, he's like the next wave of generational talents. He got on the score sheet as well too. This World Cup, truly, it's had its criticism, right? But when it comes to the actual games and the quality of the performances from the biggest names, we have been treated to an absolutely wonderful World Cup. I truly believe we had the best final of all time in the last World Cup, and that's not just recency bias. It was Messi with 2, Mbappe with 3, back and forth. It was incredible. So that one will be hard to top. But as far as quality of games, and Kansas City was certainly right in the mix of it with the Messi hat trick, we have been treated to maybe the best World Cup that I can remember in several decades.
Yeah, it has been outstanding. And Jamie, I think for a lot of us, obviously, we're new as soccer fans to all of this. And, of course, they can catch all your work on Apple TV. I'm listening to you have these conversations about everything that's going on and how great the World Cup has been. And then we get games tonight that don't matter. Do you think that has an impact on the World Cup? Because I don't care that the games don't matter. It's still the World Cup, and I like having the 48 teams involved as opposed to the 32. But who the hell am I? I just followed soccer beginning yesterday.
That makes you an expert for sure.
Exactly, right, yeah.
Opinion,
ask me about NASCAR
right?
when the Daytona 500 gets here. I'll be an expert on that, too.
And watch me sign up for a free account on X, and I'll give my opinion about it.
Yeah.
I'll be an expert, too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing how many experts there are on a free social media website. In all seriousness, though, when you talk about this format, I'll try to go as quick as I can in breaking it down, because there is a a good and a bad to it. Like, let's look at the USA group. Turkey A, who U.S. plays tonight, they're out of it.
Right.
Even though they're on 0 points. And in previous World Cups, with the goal differential being the first tiebreaker, Turkey could have lost their first 2 games and then won their third game, been level on 3 points with the other teams, and then there been a way in which maybe they could have been in the mix for the second place or whatever because of the way that it worked out with a goal differential. They beat one team by a lot and were able to eclipse that, yet they've lost to the teams that they're tied with on points. So they made this shift to try to think if, head-to-head, like, we've beaten you, so therefore we should have that first tiebreaker over you, even if you scored more goals against other teams. So I can understand that, but we are sort of seeing that there was like 5 teams that didn't have a chance to progress that were still playing. And I had a game yesterday with Haiti versus Morocco where Haiti was out of the tournament. They could not qualify, but yet they just absolutely went for it. And it was super entertaining because it's still the World Cup and these are still professionals. So maybe it's rewarding teams for doing well and getting wins in the group over their other teams in the group and not just relying on scoring more goals against different opponents. But, it's still the World Cup. It'll still be entertaining because these players have a lot of pride to play for with their country and stuff. But, yeah, they're still figuring out if this is the best format going forward or not, certainly.
When it comes to this one with the United States men's team, is the round of 16 where they should get to?
Yeah, the goalpost hasn't shifted. That's still the mark of a successful World Cup, and you have to do it in an entertaining way in the round of 16. And if you're going to lose, you have to do it against a big opponent that you look at and you go, okay, wow, fair enough. But we gave it a good go against a top 5 to 7 team in the world. But I can see why people have shifted their expectations with the performances for the U.S. in the first 2 rounds, and as it shakes out with this round of 32 and 16. If it is lesser opponents, then yeah, the expectations should shift because it is a one-off. And it's like, it's like asking a team that's a 9 or a 10 seed in the NCAA tournament. If, all of a sudden you think, hey, should you get past the Sweet 16? And you're going, well, I mean, probably not because of who we are. But if the bracket ends up shaking out because of some upsets where they're playing against 12 seeds and 14 seeds in the round of 16, then okay, yeah, maybe it should shift a bit. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of the teams that qualify, it shapes up for the U.S. and what their path looks like. But they need another good performance tonight to continue to build the momentum. So we're still having these conversations and it's still growing the game of soccer.
What about the game at Arrowhead, though, on Saturday? And I forget who's playing in it, but it's like the winner gets a worse seed than the loser does. Because I think if you win this game at Arrowhead, then you end up having to play Spain because of their first loss. So they're the 2 seed, you'd be the 1 seed. Nobody wants to be the 1 seed playing the 2 seed. So you got a game on Saturday that really nobody wants to win. How do you look at that one?
You guys have the potential for a game that could be talked about for World Cups to come. And you bring up such an astute sporting point here because
Thank you.
With Algeria and Austria, you've hit the nail completely on the head here when you talk about this. The winner of that match theoretically loses because they will have to take on Spain, the number 2 seed in the world. But the loser of that match will finish 3rd in their group, but they've done enough that they'll probably still progress into the knockout phase as one of the top 8 third-place teams. And, well, there's only one better team than Spain according to the rankings, so you would theoretically play a lesser team.
Yeah.
So you don't want to win that game. So what's going to happen? I'm going to be absolutely glued, and the entire soccer world will be glued to the Algeria-Austria game to see how those teams are going to handle that dynamic and what is going to happen, because this has potential to be something that, an ESPN 30 for 30 is made later on down the road when they say Algeria and Austria at Arrowhead and the abomination of, I'm trying to think of something else with an A here, of a game that no one wants to win, something like that. I mean, it really could be something that we talk about. It'd be interesting to see if there's sporting integrity or if the teams just say, screw that, we want an easier path to winning a World Cup.
What would you do?
Lose. I think I would rather play the game and have a more look. Realistically, Algeria and Austria are not expecting to win the World Cup. I would rather have, if I'm the manager, my name synonymous with I will take on anybody and I'll stand there bravely with my chest out, even if I know I'm gonna get my butt kicked in the next round. Then be the guy that says, I'm scared to play against good teams, and that's how you're forever going to be known. But, I mean, yeah, if reputations didn't matter afterwards, I might think about not having to play Spain. But that's just not the way the world works, and you don't want to be that guy, that coach that was scared to play against a good team, so you told your team to lose on purpose. Good luck getting a job after that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Jamie, I know we got to let you go here, but I want to ask you one question because there's the possibility, and I think it's actually going to happen. Ronaldo and Messi are going to play at Kansas City Stadium. We do a segment called One Word on this show every day at 7:30. What is the one word to describe that matchup in the history of the World Cup?
Oh, man.
And it could start with an A.
You know what? I will say undebatable, because when Messi beats Ronaldo, it's no longer a debate. It's still not a debate to this day, but it would be debate solved, but undebatable at that point would be the one word I would use, because you could say he's the undebatable greatest of all time. If Messi is able to continue it on. So, guys, this has been so much fun. I hope we get a chance to do this again soon, because I'm loving chatting with you guys. Y'all are doing such a great job covering it, and you guys, it always makes my day better chatting with you guys.
Well, we appreciate it, Jamie. As well. Jamie, thanks for all the insight. Take care and enjoy this ride.
Let's do it again soon, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the game today. Can't wait to see all the pictures and everything and hear about it tomorrow on the show.
No doubt. Thank you, Jamie. That's Jamie Watson there, our World Cup insider.
Watson, yes!
Coming up, we'll wrap this show up and get ready to go march with the orange here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel's changing the game, because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Your bet stays alive, keeping you in the action longer. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the game page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or injury, your bet automatically transfers to the substitute who replaces them. Go to FanDuel.com/local. That's FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook's the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run, because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Here's a World Soccer Championship recap.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infinity QX65. In a winner-take-all match in Group B, it was Switzerland over Canada 2-1. Switzerland wins the group. Canada finishes second and advances. Bosnia and Herzegovina has a match looming against the United States after they defeated Qatar 3-1, eliminating Qatar in the process. I'm Mike Conti.
I'm worried. Since your accident, we've got medical bills and you're missing work.
I know. I just don't know where to start.
We call SWL Injury Law the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do.
If they can help us get through this.
We've helped people just like you recover what they deserve. Visit us at SWL Injury Law today for your free consultation. We're the Car Crash Kings. It's what we do.
Visit SWLinjurylaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infinity QX65. The United States has already won Group D, but still has to get through 90 minutes against Turkey before starting knockout play. The USA is coming off back-to-back wins at a World Cup for the first time since 1930. Turkey is already eliminated and has been one of the tournament's biggest disappointments. I'm Mike Conti.
Wrapping up the show here on a Thursday. Can't believe it's already going to be Friday tomorrow.
Looks like it's going to be dry for the March. I'm excited about that now.
That's good.
Game?
Not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Are you excited to watch the United States and Turkey play tonight?
No.
No.
Because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it'll be like on the TV in the bedroom.
It's a 9 o'clock start.
Yeah,
I may be seeing my eyelids already.
Yeah.
Are you excited to watch the Amsterdam game? Netherlands game? Probably shouldn't call it the Amsterdam game. They call it the New York game when it's America.
Well, if it gets played, because like the radar we're seeing, it looks like about 4 o'clock it crosses over state line, and then it goes all the way until 9, and they're worried about lightning. And I heard Matt Fleener this morning on Fox 4 say if there's lightning, they have to stop, and everybody has to leave the stadium and take shelter. So that to me is something that's
and that's
like,
a 30-minute, because I just lived this with the KU baseball game,
yes,
and how that works. And I'll be honest with you, it sucks. It really does. As soon as that lightning hits, they start the timer. Then they got 30 minutes. And if something hits again, they restart the timer. It's 30 minutes from that last sign of lightning when they can resume the play and get everybody back in it. So you could be waiting some time out there for this whole situation to kind of take place tonight out at Arrowhead or Kansas City Stadium. But you don't have to worry about that if you're going down with us here in about 10 minutes downtown, or 5 minutes, I guess. We're leaving at about 9:55 because the orange bus is now pulling out. It's lining up on Grand Avenue, and that's where the march is going to be. People were kind of wondering if it's going to be on Grand or Main. And I said yesterday to some people, I go, well, we got the streetcar here. We're probably not going to march down here and take over the streetcar line. So Grand is where we have all our parades, and the double-decker bus is getting set. And Ralph and I are going to look into the shipping the bus overseas for a European game. We have to do that, right? Does anybody have a guy that ships buses overseas? Actually, my friend Viking Jim ships cars. I wonder if he could ship our bus overseas to have the bus in like Germany or wherever the Chiefs play next year.
Mm-hmm.
You think the station will pick up the tab on that?
Of course. They've already done the logistics on it. They're excited about it.
A lot of moving parts, though. My guy Eric Graves of KNBC is at Power and Light with Drew Nixon. He says it's 9:30 in the morning and does a pano shot. It is packed. It is loaded. It is orange. It is rowdy, dude.
Are they hammered yet?
I mean, there's beers in everybody's hands unless there's a camera. I mean, if you go to Eric Graves KNBC 13 minutes ago, he says it's 9:30 in the morning. It is a sea of orange.
Good.
I mean, it's going to be absolutely nuts.
I told Tammy, I said, get up in skies and take pictures
that'd be cool.
of the top. And she
Yeah.
goes at Benton's too, because Benton's kind of where it is, looks right down into Grand Avenue where everybody's kind of be going. And it's on the parade route. So I hope we get some good pictures from skies and Benton's at the Hyatt and the Westin, the Sheraton and the Westin downtown, Crown Center. So
how old are you?
I know, right? I don't know. Not as old as Kurt Nelson, who wanted me to read something to Mac on the air.
What about OU winning the world?
World
Series?
No. I mean, talk about how great was that, by the way? Oklahoma comes out of nowhere. Nobody expected. Those are like the best championships to win.
You want to see something great? Go look at their margin of victory. It might be more than the Knicks.
I mean, it's insane. It's absolutely, they crushed everybody. It says, oh, young Mac, us old folks always knew Tyler Palco and Brody Croyle were not the guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because when you said that, I'm thinking, never thought they were the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I thought,
but little Mac, who sold his house to Matt Castle, is like, woo.
I thought Brody Croyle was the guy.
Did you?
Yeah. Coming out of Alabama.
Yeah, he was
This
the one
guy's
who
got some
got our
promise.
house, and I was like, this is it. He's it. His wife's hot. It's going to happen.
Yeah. So is Messi's wife. My goodness.
Well, you're an athlete. You ought to have a good-looking wife, man. Come on
absolutely.
now.
We're out of here. We're going to go march with the orange. I'm going to go find my future wife. Bob's going to keep me from getting arrested, and Mac's just going to let me do my own thing. But I'm going to tell you guys, go do something nice for somebody, because you never know. You could change their day, their week, their month, their year. It's simply cool to care. Kansas City, stay kind, stay safe, stay groovy. Coming up next, it's my man. It's the love of my life, Josh Verner. He has you there on 96.5, The Fan on the air with the Royals. And Josh Verner's On Deck Show. We'll talk to you tomorrow on a Friday. Enjoy the day.